There's a lot of new unique Fire Nation.
A lot of new unique things going down entirely. What's going on, guys? We're playing some Avatar today.
That's a man with a funny forehead item.
You know, you don't have to say anything because they can't see it.
Don't worry about the foreheads, you 5-head.
Don't worry about forehead. I don't know why that's funny. It's great.
That's funny.
All right, guys.
Nico.
What?
I know stream started. That's why I'm being whiny.
What do you want? Oh, okay. I know what you want. I know what you want. No, squeaky. I know what you want.
Huh?
I know what you want.
Nico, the ramen's not on the delivery app anymore. What do I do?
Go make
Are
some.
there
Go
any
make some
other
ramen.
places?
Go make some ramen.
No. I wanted
What?
Perfect. It's all fine. She missed ramen so much that she fucking died.
Oh no.
That was
Jesus.
perfectly cut off. It was like it was just like nah. Guys, we're having Avatar. We missed Avatar last week, but we're having it again. So yeah. That's basically the end of that statement. How's everybody doing? I know Squeaky's doing
I'm
like
doing
the
okay.
worst in her life because she can't have ramen. So
I feel like I have been productive today. I have made things today. I will not
You
talk
have.
about the things
I didn't
made.
understand
You'll
the
see it on
thing.
stream later.
I did not understand the thing that you sent me because I was sitting there like, what? But
I know. Yeah, it's pretty deep.
it's pretty deep and philosophical and all that good stuff, all that jazz. How's everybody
I
else
can't
doing?
wait.
I guess everybody else is just doing. I'm just gonna assume
Doing great.
everyone except. Oh, okay, never mind. One assumption's off. I was gonna assume everybody's doing absolutely. Okay, another one. I was just going to assume that everybody was doing absolutely terrible because no one had said anything. But two of you said good. That is. Whew.
You see what happens when you assume, Deco?
Yeah, I just have to know if Nightshade's doing terrible. Nightshade, are you doing terrible?
I think the rice and noodle bar that we usually order from has died from COVID.
I'm going
That's
to assume
unfortunate.
he's
I
doing
wanted to make
terrible
sure
because
that
he said
my thing was not muted.
You said and I assumed that either your mouth was full or you were getting kidnapped. But I guess I
No
was
in
wrong on
between.
both counts.
It was either or. There's no spectrum on what could happen to Nightshade.
It's either or.
I hope that everybody did okay today. I hope everybody's doing okay today. We are going to attempt to go back to the start of the little potentially little mini arc of what you guys are doing right now. You guys could just leave. Like I'm not gonna call it a mini arc because you guys could just fucking jet out. Like be like, all right, later, bitch. Like you guys could just head out. But I'm assuming that it's a mini arc. Dark Dragon Tannis just rated us with a party of 15. Hey guys, hope everybody did okay over in the charity stream. People raised a ton of money for the kitty cats. Absolute crap ton of money for the kitty cats, and it was extremely neat. Look at all those DNs in the chat. I love it.
All the dins.
All the DNs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope everybody had a good time over there. They're gonna do that again, I think, for the next 2 days. I think that Den's gonna be doing more tomorrow and the day after. So if you guys still want to hang out and see what all of the things are going on, as well as the raffles to get like some neat items and stuff like that, some neato burrito like plushes and keychains and I think that the Beerus was taken. I think Anthony has the Beerus.
Yeah.
You took the Beerus.
Wait, the Beerus?
Yeah,
Oh,
there was a paper craft Beerus in there, and it looked like it was like honestly like it was like hard plastic, but it was made of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the
I
thing
am-
that she's made. It's crazy.
I am
Mhm.
fucking mortified, even with all the packaging.
He's
So that's
gonna
fucking great.
get it, and he's gonna like hold it and be like, I don't know.
I don't want to. I don't want to open this.
What do I do?
I know
Eh.
someone won like these like cute little Among Us plush keychains that she made,
Mhm.
and they were like, "Can we give it to somebody else?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, of course you can gift it to somebody else when you get them. You can gift them people who like Among Us." And they're like, "Can we get a Squeaky?" And I'm like,
Squeaky,
"So I guess
Squeaky,
we
what?
get them."
Squeaky, why didn't you
Yeah,
get? Why
yeah,
didn't you
the
get the?
microphone.
Why didn't you get the sus one though? All right, Anthony got that one too.
I was gonna say, I was like, I didn't choose anyone.
Anthony got one that's coming out of a vent with a big stabby knife.
With a little knife attached. I'm like,
Oh,
how
that's
could
adorable.
when I saw that, I'm like, how could I say no?
And
How
you
can
too,
someone
if you go to Dark Dragon Tannis's stream either tomorrow or the next day and type in ! raffle every time somebody does a big donation, could also win many fabulous prizes, but not the ones that we said today. Those are gone. With all that
Sorry.
being
There's
said,
more,
though, my
so
dudes,
do it.
with all that being said, though, my dudes, let's just don't look at him and just kind of like cover the screen, cover your face for a second. Just don't. There we go. Okay, whew, it's gone. It's gone. Don't worry about it. Whew, it's gone. That was the joke for Big Chat this week. The writers are being fired. So, with that being said, there's a lot of stuff to show you guys today. We have a big load of thingos over here. If we go over here, we can see a whole load of boyos in their new outfits. And Ichibe's got a triangle taken out of his hair because a turtle bit him or something. Because like
we don't talk about the artifacting. It's fine.
whenever turtles
Whatever,
turtles bite things, like whenever they eat things, they bite triangles out of them.
It was a picture of me as I was moving, and the camera is not fast enough, and it just.
It's the motion blur.
We have the brand new Fire Nation outfits plus Ichibe.
I mean that could count as a Fire Nation
Plus
outfit.
Ichibe's
Lit.
new and improved color swap outfit.
I like how he still has only his arms are so basic.
See, I was gonna
He still
kind of
doesn't have
quote
full
Gaijin
sleeves.
Goomba.
Mhm.
I was gonna kind of quote Gaijin Goomba, where it's like real ninjas wear blue,
Yeah,
and we're not that
Yeah.
wrong.
That's what-
But
that's what
it's
we did.
mostly black.
that's what kind of what we wanted to do with whenever me and Lindo were kind of like coming up with it. It's like, oh, we could go with like a dark blue to kind of like go with like the ideas that ninjas
Oh,
would wear
God.
dark blue and blah 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 blah.
Yo,
But the idea
Yo, Nico.
behind what's up?
no, finish your sentence first.
No, you've already interrupted me now. What's up?
I'm sorry, I had just a really dumb idea where it was like, yo, what if people like mass requested Gaijin Goomba to do a witch ninja on Ichibe and force him to watch 44 sessions of Avatar for research?
I would be super hyped.
It's lit.
That would be so cool, but it's so.
I would-
it's
I would be
Chat.
fucking.
But yes.
Oh,
You
Chad.
know what to do.
But yes, we do have the Ichibe. I want to kind of go over some things about each of them, and in particular Ichibe
yeah.
and Jin. But like with Ichibe here, of course, we have the different color swap with it. We were gonna go with like the fine leather kind of idea because he's had like a fine leather vest since the beginning of the game. we were trying to go with something similar to that. We didn't end up doing it, but like the sash, we wanted to make it be the catalyst for his ability, I believe the Cloak of Night, because you need a small cloth in order to activate it. So we were saying that the sash was basically that, and then there's the super not important mask at his hip, and the super not important thing that he has right there. But then we go over here to Luca. Luca, I had to make sure to remind her, Phantom, she definitely didn't already have it ready or anything. I had to make sure to fight for this to keep the ears and tail. She 100% wasn't going to do it without me, and I needed to make sure that it happened. And we got Luca with the tail, and we got the ears. You're all welcome. I had to fight tooth and nail, and when we got it, over here we have Akira. We have him in his in some finery. It's a different kind of finery than his robe. This one is definitely much more of a I have a kind of like a beast feel, like whenever he put on like the dancing like the dinner outfit with Belle. It almost has that kind of weird feel to it to me. I'm wrong. I know I am, but like that's the feel I kind of have with it. But like, you know, he still has his little hair ring. He's still got everything like that. He's still got his face looking all perfectly fine. uh and then we got Jen over here, who has all kinds of stuff on him. But most importantly, he shaved. he shaved his stubble. But he also has the fake Airmaster beads on him. Let's hope that no people who know that those are fake are going to be here at this party.
I don't want to lose advantage on charm checks here.
And he has himself the white cloak that he had gained from the treasury, which was, I believe, called, yes, the white pearl chained cloak. Which you know, there's a cloaky thing with it. He's very nice. You don't see anything going on here. I was gonna do this because it kept getting like stuck on like the hair and like the tails and stuff. But then they're like, "Oh, he got his arm back," and I'm like, "Fine, fucking, put it over here then."
Yeah.
Maybe he was looking in a mirror. You don't know. And then
Trade
finally,
one disabled arm for another.
and then finally, we got Mei Li. We have put her in several different outfits. This is a new flavor. This is Mei Li Code Red. And
Oh man, the best flavor. I love Code Red.
this is
Yo,
Mei
she
Li
ain't
Code
wearing
Red. And she got some straps over there, and she doing good. She doing good for herself. It's fine.
Like, she's
Luca's
so
still
cute
crying
until she
over
opens
here.
her fucking mouth.
Luca's still crying over here. I don't know. It's just fucking, there we go.
You'll be fine, Luca.
Sad,
And of course,
man.
just so people remember the last NPC that was shown at the end of last game, there was this guy, Narichigo, and Narichigo was walking away from people, and they have the slight suspicion that he may be a little sus, but who's to say? I don't know what they're talking about. He's a perfectly fine boy. But yeah, with all that being said, my dudes, we still have not, I have not taken it away from the thing over here yet. We still have not updated any of the cards because I want to make sure that the ones that we choose to update are going to be the ones that we have not seen a lot of updates to. So I did want to go over that with everybody as well, but we ended up not doing it last week. But we will go over it again. But just so you guys know, for now we have not used the blank scroll fund quite yet. But it is still there. It is still on our minds. And let's try to see who's gonna be doing some recaps, because everybody's getting too complacent, letting Lindo do it. So we're gonna see who's gonna do it now, and Lindo's gonna be number 6. So we can still make Lindo do it, but it's gonna start with Mei Li and with Lindo.
Yeah.
Huh.
So Lindo, what happened last game?
Well, look at this turn of events. Cool.
I love how
So,
your little spot.
so Team Avatar, excluding Mei Li, went to the dream world to meet Oni Tea Shop Lady's teacher, while Mei Li was looking for Duncan's, and they had a nice chat. Duncan implied that Mei Li was very trusting, and the two ended up cuddling and, reading a book. Meanwhile, in the spirit world, the group woke up where they first met Nuon, and she was still kind of asleep. Tea Shop Only Lady and Ichibei decided to grab these 2 spirit apples that were up in the tree, while Akira wandered off and found a portal, which was kind of sucking everything in, and he was like, "Nope, I don't want to find out what happens if I go through that." While Jin and Luca had a good time talking to each other, looking across the cliff, looking for the black ring that they threw in the very beginning of this whole campaign. Things go full circle. Anyway, They found the black ring on the willow tree, and Luca was like, "We have to get over there somehow." So they threw a rock to see what happens when it hits the bottom. Turns out going down just brings you to the other side. So Luca was like, "I'ma just try and jump it." And Jim was like, "You're a good friend, Luca. I'll remember you." And then Luca jumped. There was a loud roar, and somehow Luca made it all the way to the other end. As the roar was heard, Nuon broke up, and in the tree, Ryan and Ichibei found out that Ichibei's mask was acting all kinds of weird, and found out it was a demon mask. And Ichibei found out that Oni masks give the ninjas extra powers because anime rules of ninjas always have something that gives them extra powers. It's never their own abilities. Anyway, um, they all met up where they heard the roar. Jin pushed Nuon off the cliff. Ichibei jumped after her because, he had no context. And then they all eventually made it to the other side. When they got there, they found out that the tree was making a weird grumbling noise, so they started feeding it water and spirit apples. Jin knocked on the tree a bit, a face appeared, and they found out that it was the Northern Water Tribe's avatar. I think it was Northern Water Tribe. It's from the Water Tribe. Anyway, he was like, "I turned into a tree," and apparently you can do that in the spirit world. Jin started, well, everyone started talking to the previous avatar. He was kind of, very unique, and inscribed on his buttocks were the words "settling adept" by a certain Oni, which was avoiding them. And Ichibei was told to get rid of a bird nest that was on the tree and found a shiny rock. He told them that Nuon had already appeared before, saying something about stopping the resurrection. They also found out that the previous avatar, the one that was a dick, was here asking for the black ring and couldn't take it for some reason. And they decided to come back again tomorrow because they couldn't find the Oni, although they found out that the portal was someone trying to call out for them, so they'll deal with that eventually. When they woke up, they got all the stuff from the dreams. The rest of them told Ryan to keep the apple so she could make some tea out of it. Luke, no. Then you guys decided who was going to the party, and basically it was Team Avatar with Oma and Sudi, whereas everyone else, which was basically all the airbenders, Hoka and Isha, were going to stay home and take care of staying home. Luca and Duncan made their way to get a messenger bird. Luca got attached to the messenger bird, decided to use a military one instead of, his own bird. Luca sent a message out to Boss wondering why the Southern Water Tribe were up in the north, because from all that Luca has been hearing from the Southern Water Tribes, they shouldn't be there and they wouldn't be there. So something weird maybe. Jin and Mei Lee had a heart-to-heart where they talked about Jin's past and found out that the Avatar really wrecked his shit. And, things about best friends betraying you. Jin's had a hard life. And now he has a daughter. Anyway, CD, Jin, Oma decide to split from the party once they basically made their way to the Fire Lord's compound, and they were just like, "Yeah, no, we don't really want to talk to him. Not the Fire Lord's, the Fire Lord's brother." And everyone else got the sermon right away from the Fire Lord, and they were very suspicious of him because he's kind of been a dick throughout the beginning, so it's weird, and he's completely defenseless. So the party could just kill him right there, but they don't. He said he's gonna stay outside, chill, because he isn't feeling 100%, which, is really weird, but Luca decided to stay alongside with him and, have a nice chat. Everyone else went inside. Nuan and Ichibe had a chat as well and placed the vial in the medicine bag because, it needs to be in a safe place. They also kind of checked to see if it was the same thing, which it pretty much was, but you can't really confirm unless you drink it at this point. Then Naruchigo came over to Nuan and said hi, and Nuan was like, here's your handkerchief, which was orange, and Ichibe was like, this guy. Uh, Naruchigo was like, I'm gonna go get a drink. You can talk to me whenever. Then Ichibe was like, I hope you make friends with him, Nuan. And that was it.
Nice.
I
That
think
was pretty
it.
good.
You know what, Lindo? Here you go, my
Ye-
dude. You're gonna get 2 Lindospiration. You know why you're getting 2 Lindospiration?
Why?
Because apparently you're trying to gather up enough Lindospiration to get a fate card.
Yeah, I am.
So you're a 10th of the way there.
27 more recaps to go.
Before you were a 20th of the way there. Wait, no, you were 1.5. Wait,
Can you donate Lindospiration? No. You can only donate for characters, guys.
no, you were a 15th of the way there. Yes, the last time.
You can only donate for characters and stuff like that, guys. You can't give things to Linda. You can't do
Well,
it.
he's right there. Look, he even has a space.
You make me do this.
If we killed him, would the inspiration go to us or?
Oh no!
You make me do this.
No, it's okay, Lindo. You can my space.
No, you can't have those. Those don't belong to you.
Wait, what?
No, they're not mine. I'm
No.
giving him a space.
You can't have those. Those don't belong to you.
No,
That's your space.
okay.
That's the
Don't
space for your
belong to
stuff.
me.
That's the space for
It's
your thing.
Fine. We'll see
Okay,
what-
we split it.
We'll see what
We
the
go like
eventual fate
this.
card will do. If we
Here,
ever get to
Lindo.
it.
There's your space now.
Here you go.
So
I
we
don't
will let
see-
you have that
I
one.
don't see his name on that. I'm just saying.
I'll
Oh,
write
see,
it.
Hold on.
Here you go.
So, is there anything else we need to do before we start things off?
There you go. There, I did it.
Yeah, I got the thing. I was waiting for the recap because I didn't want to
Thank you,
interrupt
Spooky.
people with a giant green die.
Okay, that works.
It will decide what happens this game. It always does. Nobody can deny it. It's too girthy.
Huh.
It's lit. That's not gonna be bad at all. We're good.
What percentage is that?
That's a 30% chance.
I mean, that's still a 30% chance. That's still
Also known as a 0% chance.
If I kill one of you guys on a 30% chance, how would you feel?
I would feel content that I am now gonna make Ichibe's son Bleachibe.
Well, my dudes, as we can see, the inner party here is going rather bumping, as you guys have made your way inside. Those of you who came from the gardens, you guys would have been let in from the woman who had brought you over to the Fire Lord before. Coming straight inside, you guys would see the Limbos have taken this place over. They're watching every nook and cranny of this place. And there are elite Limbos, there are regular Limbos, there are special Limbo forces, all the Limbos that you could possibly imagine in here. And I would say for those on the other side, Jin, you, and Oma, not wanting to go to the Fire Lord's brother to chat with him, you would have been let in from the front, which coming in from the front would allow you to be brought in by another lady who would have been very gracious to allow you guys in. I think that for the sake of everything, and the fact that you probably would have been in there before most of the others, I'm going to have Jen. We're gonna be starting off with you today. You and your clean shaven face. Jen, I need to know.
Yeah.
I need to know.
Mhm.
Who made you shave? Who did it?
Melee.
She made you shave? Oh man.
She was while they were buying clothes. She was like, "And the beard's gotta go. It's gotta go. It's gotta go.
Mm.
It's gotta go.
It's
We're
gotta
doing
go.
it.
You've been holding on to that beard for 10 years and you haven't gotten anything on there, so it's got to go.
Clean it up."
I mean, look at
I
this. You
have been
barely have
cleaning it up.
you barely have anything after 10 years. Come on, you just can't
No,
grow
when I
one.
mean clean it up, I mean Barbara, get rid of it now.
You just can't grow one, man. No matter how hard you try.
And
don't have the
And
genes.
then he's just, and then afterwards he's just like, "Oh my god, it's like they shaved off 20 years. Hi, daddy." Hi, you're gonna
Put
get
my
all the
beard
girl.
back on.
You're gonna get all of the women, daddy, and then they're gonna see you have one arm, and they'll be like, "Oh, one arm," and you're gonna be like, "Ooh, but one arm's all I need," and then be like, "Ooh, daddy."
She has a
I know
point.
you're playing me, but you're
She
all
said,
going
"Hold back to him."
It's just like Oma looks over. It's like she has a point.
She
I know
said
you're
all
both-
of that to him. It is canon.
Yeah. He's like, I know you're playing me, but all right.
No, I'm not. I can already think of several women who would line up immediately. Points at grandma.
But Jin, you and Oma would have been brought in from the front. I want to know if there's anything stopping you. Would you have not wanted to go in at all? Would you have wanted to just pack up and leave this place? What's going on with you, my dude?
I'm gonna go find my pickaxe. Now I'm gonna go through the fucking door. What the fuck do you think?
I was just making sure. If you want to make your way in, you and Oma are
Yep.
led inside. Immediately as you step in, you would see that, again, there are some special limbo forces around who are seemingly taking care of things. I call them special
Hmm.
limbo forces for the reason of Fomel named them that. So that that is why they are special limbo forces.
That was just a special force in Fire Nation Guards now.
That is just they're slightly stronger than your average Fire Nation guard. You see, they're slightly stronger than any average limbo. You're not dealing with the average limbo warrior anymore.
We're dealing with advanced limbo. I don't know if I can bend that far.
Anyway,
He's doing the worm at me. I don't know what to do.
upon stepping inside, you would see that there are quite the number of people on the inside of the place here. Several people are walking around with drinks on serving platters. There are a number of people just sort of chatting and laughing amongst themselves. There is a large stage off to the end of the opposite of where you are. Seems like it had some things on it before, but it has been cleared out for the occasion. Potentially, that means there's either going to be a speech or entertainment over there at some other point in the night. But as you and Oma step inside, what would you like to do?
This is a nice shindig, isn't it?
Well, it appears as if there is quite the number of people here, but it's not the largest I think either of us have seen.
Nah. I was expecting more people. Like at least 5 more people.
Apparently, he's gathering people around for political gain. So maybe these are just the elite of the elite.
I'm sure they're wonderful conversations.
She just sort of starts looking around the area, trying to see if she can take note of anything in particular. Well, I believe I'm going to go see if I can find my friend. What are you going to be doing?
I see a lacking amount of little hors d'oeuvres being passed around, so
There aren't a lacking amount. Like I said, there are people walking around with serving dishes and things.
It requires tiny dumplings.
I do like tiny dumplings, but I'm so much more interested in who you call a friend.
Well, let's go see if we can find him then.
How hard could you be to find?
As she begins to look around, doesn't seem like it's very hard at all. Come on. She goes around you. As she does, she grabs onto the arm that is actually there. And begins to lead you over in this direction.
Mhm.
As she does, you are met looking over at quite a group of people, including one person that is familiar
Wait a
even to
second.
you, Jin.
Wait a second, is that
You find a
How the
person. You find a person who is familiar to you as well as you walk your way over here. There appears to be an old man, with a seemingly leaning very heavily on a cane, surrounded by a group of ladies who are talking with him. One of them seems to be Prim from the Earth Kingdom. As you go to approach, let me go ahead and grab the art for this man's. Let me go ahead and throw it down here because you can't see the full cane without it. Wow, look at this man's. He's such a normal old man. With his normal old man things. But as you approach your way over there, you see that just as you guys are making your way there, there is a turn of the head from one of them. As you see, Prim has noticed you and has stepped away from her conversation slightly over in your direction. Oma looked as if she was going to continue, looked over toward you and Prim approaching. Do you say or do anything?
I'll be just a minute, Oma. This is a friend we haven't seen in a long time.
Of course. Well, she looks over. Rashi! As she makes her way toward the old man. Upon her passing Prim, Prim looks to her and then looks off to you. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to be... She looks you up and down. Maybe not. She smiles as she says that.
That's what a very warm reception after an entire year.
I guess anything can happen in a year.
Hey,
Finally decided to clean up.
well, just a little bit, not entirely by my choice. He like rubs his face a little. I mean, I suppose I had to at least pretend to look nice.
Where have you been? Where are the others?
Oh,
You know.
they're around the back talking to the Fire King, the Fire Lord's brother. A lot's happened, Prim. I'm sure for both of us. And
So the rumors are true
unfortunately-
then about what happened today. I mean, yesterday. Bleh. So the rumors are true then about what happened yesterday.
Yep.
Me and Clem weren't going to come here, but once we had heard, we had thought we might be able to see you.
Yeah, we're all here and relatively intact. It's nice to see you again. It is. And I'm sure then somewhere around here we'll be able to see him too. There's a lot. And he like looks around. I don't know how much is safe to say here, but when we left the caravan.
Uh-oh. The room seemed to have died. Well, I'm
Uh-oh.
slowly spinning away. Up, you're getting taken out of
goodbye.
frame. Up, you got took out of frame.
I'm still here. I can't wait
Up.
for the room to also die
Up,
for
oh
me.
man. Oh man. I'm
Yeah.
about to lose my frame. I'm about to go out as well. Up, there I go. I'm out of the frame. Oh no, there I go. And
there we go. Now we all go.
Completely out of
Yep.
the frame. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
So let's transition back over to the transition screen. That is what it is used for. That way we don't leak the passwords anymore. But let's get back in. Let's see if we can get back in here as quickly as we can. I'll let you guys know when it's back up.
Mhm.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey, you found Prim.
Yeah, look at that.
You were totally. Everybody was totally wondering what happened. Where was Prim was? Where's she at? Did she ever
she
get
gonna-
that farm stuff settled with Clem?
Is she gonna tell us about that time she like stepped into a wormhole and ended up in some other weird world with like elves and giant fishmen and
It was crazy.
They're gonna-
Honestly, it was insane. There was a giant fish man, and I got right out of there. I didn't.
Oh, Prim, you crazy bitch. That didn't happen.
You crazy
You just-
bitch.
You just got really coked up, okay? Like, you crazy bitch. It's fishmen. The fuck?
Fuck.
leans against air bison.
No, seriously, there were all these things, and magic even existed. There was a big cake.
Fucking magic. Fucking magic, Prim. Are you absolutely insane? Hey, Kira, can you like flight this like flambe? Just take the fire and just. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you hearing yourself right now, Prim? Like, come on. Hey, like Luca, my water's just like a little bit cold, a little bit like warm. Can you like do that thing where you make
There
it
were
nice and
two.
cold?
There were two
Like,
people.
Come on,
There were two
Prim.
people
like,
who
that
looked.
kind of stuff.
There were two people who looked like they had Godok's horns, and they were talking about things, and I'd heard one threw a rock at a thing, and it was crazy, and there was this
People with Prim.
there was
people
this
with
man
horns.
with
Are
red
you
hair,
fucking kidding me?
I'm kidding.
People with fucking horns, Prim. Yuki, do you hear this shit?
Okay, this meme is coming from somewhere, but I have no fucking clue what's
no,
going
it's
on.
all
So,
coming.
we had
as I'm
added
thinking it.
the four
Imps.
Earth Kingdom,
Soldiers.
the four Earth Kingdom
Imps.
into the Zelda room at one point.
We needed to
Just-
fill the space.
So you just threw all the it's in there.
Jim,
Yeah.
Clem, Prim, and Jim were all put
Amazing.
into
They
the
just-
Zelda
they
room
just
for a bit.
crossed the time vortex.
That's
Yeah.
what
Come
that,
back, Melee's like,
look.
"You
They're
got
not
the
just look.
bullshit."
They already know how crazy that is. They're not going to tell anybody about that trip. They're not. They know no one's going to believe them. It totally happened though.
Are
I'm
you
kidding.
fucking red hair? Really? You think that's possible? Nuon, do you hear this shit? Well, like, come on.
Naturally occurring red hair. Please.
No, it wasn't even. It was bright, like red.
Go.
Freaking
Anyway.
Boruto's dad, do you hear this shit?
Sorry.
All right. Let's bring it in. We're
Okay.
coming back in.
Yeah.
Switching
Yeah.
over
Ready
to
to
back
get
to
in.
the room.
Mhm.
Going back into what was already being discussed.
I was about to say something about right when we got separated, we vanished, I assume, right?
There was a lot of confusion for a while, but most of us were fine. I have a question. Who all is with you?
You know, me, Nawan, Ichibe, Akira, Mei, Luca, Oma. There was. Let's see, there's Guru Kara. We picked up a few strays along the way.
Mm.
We have a southern pirate prisoner, frenemy, friend. He's basically an ally now.
And no Jim, I'm guessing.
Jim went missing.
Around the same time you all did. We had split among the caravans everyone had, and me and Clem, as well as Clem and Slim had got onto the one with Captain Lanoa, and Jim had gotten onto the one with the prisoners that you had gotten out from the underground of Ba Sing Se.
That's not good. Well, long story short, we walked out. We walked out of the forest instantly, more or less. We were on the cart, and then all of a sudden, we're outside of a forest, and it had been a year.
So that's what happened.
Believe us, believe me, we would never have let you all we wouldn't have been leaving you all hanging like that.
No, I suppose you wouldn't. But Our Lady is here, you said?
Yuki is here, yes.
Good. We
I can
can
only imagine.
we can try our best to relay as much information about the captain as we can then.
So what has Lenoa and the rest of you been up to all this time?
Well, we had came here to the Fire Nation, trying to use the findings that you had gained to do something about this war. Unfortunately, there wasn't a, well, ton of information we could have gone on. We did our best to try to limit as much destruction as we could, and we had some help from the water tribe soldiers that you had sent our way as well, but not a lot of them made it through the oceans. They could not, well, be trusted as well as some of them could not trust the others. We did
Which
get a
tribe
couple of them,
soldiers?
Falson actually as well, but it was hard to get everything working the way it was supposed to.
Did you meet Dalto at any point?
Dalto, I believe he had decided to stay behind with his men that couldn't make their way. He gave us a couple of his men, but they were instrumental in trying to push back the Southern Water Tribe, but we unfortunately could only do so much. We lost an entire Fire Nation city to them, but you probably already know that.
They want us to take Noan to take it back. There's a whole plan, but we can't do anything like that.
How is Nuan now? I know that you said you skipped a year, but is she any stronger? I heard that she had defeated the Fire Lord.
Despite her condition, she has made strides, though it's still very difficult for her to do anything. Though we have acquired the means to take care of that problem. Unfortunately, Akira has also come down with something similar, and his bending is also less than, you know.
Let's wait. Everybody, be quiet for a minute.
Speak of the devil, right?
Hey, Nightshade, how you doing? You doing good, Nightshade? Scary clowns, scary clowns, scary clowns.
No, don't do that. Don't you dare.
I almost wanted to scream into the microphone.
No, don't you dare.
Holy
That's
shit.
not nice. Okay, you've had a long day at
That's
work.
rip.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, like it always sucks when you scream like that.
You can't even be mad. We all got kicked out of the room again.
I know.
You can't even be bad, yo.
I know.
Holy shit.
I heard that. I was like, oh.
I heard it and I was like, he's
I
not
thought I
muted.
heard it.
Yeah.
I thought I heard it, but I'm like, no, that can't have been it. And
It's
then
okay, Akira just has narcolepsy. It's fine.
Well, I'm going to lower his volume on my side. And we're going to keep going unless somebody wants to try to wake him up.
I haven't thought.
you try calling him.
I'll call him.
Okay.
I was just gonna disconnect him from the room.
I'll put him in chill out.
He's chill as fuck right now.
I'll put him in chill out. He can join back in whenever he's awake.
I love Nightshade so much.
Nightshade is the greatest.
You can't be mad at that.
I can
I'm not.
look. I
I'm
never
no,
said I was
I'm-
mad at it.
No,
Yeah,
I know
I'm
you're
not.
not. I just
I don't
it's
think-
like, come on. That's just.
Yeah,
it's so
none of us can be.
wholesome.
Yeah, we can't be mad at him.
I wonder if he's gonna dream about scary clowns.
Oh, let me go check. 1 second.
Okay.
Wait, why'd he go?
Oh, he's probably whispering sweet nothings into his ears.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, I tried.
So
Pretty sure he's gonna have a lot of scary clown dreams.
nice.
I didn't actually do that.
Yeah, I know.
I was stop snoring, but it didn't happen.
Gotcha. But again, you mentioned this there. She seems to give a nod. Right now, the only thing that we are mostly here for is the fact that we had gained information about what had happened, but also a couple of days back, we have been called by the ones in power here in the capital. They wished to have an audience with the captain, but the captain sent me and Clem instead.
Are things that bad?
It's hard to say things are bad. There are obviously concerns. The city that has been taken over by the Water Nation is not unoccupied. There are Fire Nation natives inside of them. Hey, Nightshade's back.
I'll do that,
Oh,
maybe.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
It's
It's all
fine.
good. It's all good. Don't you know? You
Okay.
Don't you
apologize.
worry, my dude.
Ugh.
There are still Fire Nation natives inside of that town, so we cannot just send forth a force of all of our strongest benders or anything. There are things to think about. There has not actually been any fighting in the last little while. I think even the last skirmish we would have had with them was around 3 months ago. But
as long as their ship, it's a huge problem for everyone.
But the captain does have a hard time, keeping everyone in check. He is the strongest earthbender that is in that town, and because of his efforts, he has erected a little bit of a war zone around the area. But because of the pressures from the Fire Nation to invade and take back, he has been needing counsel a lot. The fact that all of the members of the military keep telling him to invade, even though it could cost many innocent lives, he is not in a position to make that choice. They had said they would be replacing him soon with a commander from the Fire Nation, but he is yet to make his way there.
Someone who will be more agreeable to sending in an army. I'm sure.
That is why I'm talking to Mr. Raichi here. She motions over toward the old man that Oma seems to have known. This man is apparently a very well-known strategical mastermind as far as the inner workings of the military is concerned. I've been using what information I do have that I gained from the captain to ask slight advantages that could possibly be taken from the surrounding area, as well as potentially any sort of maneuvers he would do if he was in the same situation as the captain.
We have the semblance of a plan to take all that back, or everything initiated. Be nice to see an extra pair of eyes on it, though, or pair and a half. It looks like from here.
Unfortunately, she kind of looks a little bit away. I would love to know what that plan is, but I believe I might already have an idea. Her saying that is very strange, Jen.
How would you know?
I believe that I was recently given information about a plan against that city. One that, luckily enough, I am not privy to explaining out myself, but you saying the same thing means that it's probably on your mind as well. You see her motion over toward the other end of the room as you see Clem over on this side. He's over here. As she motions over and points off to Clem, apparently a woman came and spoke to him earlier in the week, explaining a certain plan that we could make our way back to tell the captain about. The woman is actually here in this room as well, but I do not believe she's told anyone else. It is rather odd, however, getting the information from someone, especially whenever apparently it is top secret, well, military information.
Where is she, Prim?
You can't miss her. She points over to the entrance you came from as you see what appears to be a woman holding a very large parasol, speaking with a couple of guards and other people over there.
That is an unrecognized face.
Let me go ahead and
I don't
grab this one.
think I've ever seen her anywhere even near the palace.
Wow.
Yeah, nice art.
I don't entirely know exactly what's going on with her, but the information was given was rather too much to ignore.
I'm
And
sure.
with what you just told me, if your information lines up with mine, then that means that information is true.
Not like we could make any good on it yet. And even if we manage to fix the issues we have, doesn't mean we still have any intention on following through with it yet.
Jen, I believe that plan, if it is what I think it is, she has notably gotten softer in her voice, would work. You see her kind of like look left and right a little bit with her eyes, but then she sort of like gets closer, and as she does, you see that she sort of like brings an arm around you as if she is giving you a hug. Because again, just sort of like standing arm's length, because neither of you are talking to each other much.
Yeah.
She's trying to get closer without being really noticed too much.
I'll go in for a hug, make it look good.
I can only assume that is exactly what the captain is trying not to do. An attack on that scale could be detrimental to the population.
I didn't want to think about the casualties. Mostly because I thought we could just do it with a smaller force. That's what I assumed.
I can talk in more detail with you about it later. But I heard there's a balcony. If you ever want to talk about it later tonight, I'll go and let Clem know about everything, that you're here and everything else.
Don't you two wander too far. I'm sure if the others catch sight of you, they'll rush right over.
We'll be around. Be sure to tell Mr. Daishi that Mr. Raishi that I am needing to make my way away. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Prim.
It is good to see you, Jim.
It's actually good to see you too as well. I'm glad most of you were safe.
She comes back from the hug. She gives a nod, and then she starts to make her way across the room. She does stop and say hello, like as if, she's not like going to a specific place immediately, as to put up too much attention. She does stop to say hello to some people and then walk by and make her way off. It's around this time that you would notice, stepping out a little bit by yourself now, that a man would have come back from walking over toward what you can assume, looking over, is Ichibei and Nuan. As this man goes to walk away, he seems to just sort of look to you, give a nod of hello to you, and then makes his way over toward the steps, seemingly making his way upstairs.
More notes. More people of note to worry about. She just kind of just a little sigh and goes, "Okay, showtime." As he turns around and walks towards this group.
Okay. With you walking over in that direction, I need to know where everybody else is going. So before that, Ichibe,
Yes.
you were in here before the others. However, they'll be here now after the small conversation you had with Nuwan and with Narichigo over there, who you're pretty sure you know
With
the actual name
Kuzan.
is. Yeah, I was gonna say you're pretty sure you know who the actual name is of this guy, but
With fucking Dildarian over there.
But I want to know after that little chat, looking around the room, is there anywhere in particular you'd like to go? After having that little bit of a chat.
I will go where Nuon is going.
Nuwan seems to be looking around the room. Being here in the center with her, you note that she is kind of looking around, not sure what she should be doing. She, you know that people will definitely in the Fire Nation know that the Avatar is around now. You're not sure if the king or the Fire Lord's brother would have said that she would be here tonight or not, but no one seems to be looking around at her or doing anything like that. She seems to be mostly trying to figure out exactly what she's going to be doing.
I see. She hasn't looked at anything in particular, and she hasn't made up her mind. What do I want to do?
Your friends have just stepped in as well. You would notice looking around. You would see that Mei Lee, Akira, Duncan, and Yuki would have made their way in. Minus Luca. Luca seems to not be here.
I'm just chilling.
Scritch bird. Scritch bird.
Yee.
I don't know.
Oh wait, hold on, let me mute.
I feel a little on guard after seeing this guy in here, but at the same time, there's so many people in here. I know he isn't gonna fuck around right now. So it's like,
there is quite the number of people here.
unless we get fucking transported to the Shadow Realm. I don't know.
You want to wait around and see where your friends are going?
Yeah, fuck it, sure.
Okay. Looking around, you do see that Jin has made his way over toward a group of people over here, as well as Oma. And to the other group, Akira and Mei Lee, you guys, as well as Yuki and Duncan, have made your way into the room. You see that Duncan immediately seemed to look around the room and scan of Nuwan. Upon doing so, especially after everything that just happened outside, he just sort of nods to you guys and makes his way off to the side to keep an eye on the entire room. At this point, Yuki is just sort of like looking around, not sure where she wants to go either. But I'm going to roll for her really quick because she might notice familiar faces.
Yes. Let her roll before I grab her.
She does not. She does not notice familiar faces. So I'd like to
that's
know,
okay.
Akira and Mei Lee, what would you guys like to do in this area of areas right now?
Well, as she would, one arm just grab Yuki, and then the other arm just grab Akira. Just sandwich.
Well then, how long has it been since we've all had fun at a party? Absolutely never ever in the whole, year and a half we've all known each other. Let's schmoozy, let's mingle, let's have some fun. I'm hungry. Oh my god, are those little mini dumplings?
As she moves forward.
Akira,
With both of
are you
them.
wanting to go with Mei Lee?
Yeah, Kira will just kind of let it happen.
Okay. The three of you begin to make your way a little bit further out. Where would you like to go, Mei Lee? Again, there are basically like little snack servers all over. So there's nowhere in particular there's a large gathering of snacks or anything.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. We've got. Yo, why this bitch got an umbrella indoors?
Who knows, man?
Why this bitch got an umbrella indoors? That there is interesting. Freaking.
Looking over at her, Melee, saying that she looks interesting. You want to roll me for a diligence check from you?
Ooh, my worst stat. Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Actually, no, insight's my worst stat. No, never mind. Yeah, let's put in one Maceration too, because she's excited and scanning the room for funds. That is a 12 plus a 2 plus a 2. That there's a 16.
Okay. Looking over at this woman, as you kind of get a look over at her, you don't know why, but you do somewhat recognize her. You try to put your finger on it, trying to see if you can think of exactly where you could have seen her. But as you look over, nothing comes to mind until you realize, oh, it's been like a year since like anything, and probably longer since you've probably seen a lot of people. With that new information, you see a woman over there that seems to be someone you performed with. In the
Oh my God. Oh my girl.
someone that you
Oh
would have
my
performed,
God.
someone you would have performed with in true.
Yeah. Let's just call it Wong Zhou because it's a whole last name.
Oh my God. Oh my God, is it really? Oh my God, the stars align. The stars align, our destinies intertwine. I know exactly who that is. She's one of my girls.
Yuki just sort of tips her head looking at you like, You want to make your way over there?
Yes.
As you
God,
begin
her name escapes me clearly though.
Oh, of course, yes, of course. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. As you, I love like putting you guys like 5 feet up, like, because each of these like things would be like 5 feet. So like I'm just imagining Melee's arms stretched out.
Social distancing.
Fucking Stretch Armstrong over here.
Stretch Armstrong around.
Yo,
So-
they're just holding on to a braid.
let's just get them. Let's just get them coiled around in the same spot. That'd do for now, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
As you approach, you would know this woman. She would be someone that has gone under a pseudonym. Is that it? Is a pseudonym? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the word is pseudonym, or you can say synonym, or you can say cinnamon bun, just like grammar used to make.
But no, you would know that this woman has always performed under a pseudonym. The pseudonym known as Maka. She is a famous dancer who, as soon as you looked over and saw, oh look, that's a weird thing to be having. That's whenever like I'm sure that like the kind of thing kind of clicked, because she is famous for dancing with her parasol. Normally in different sorts of dances that would require spinning it around water and the such, as you know that she is from the Northern Water Tribe.
Oh my God.
So as
Oh
you
my
make your way over to her, I'm gonna have her roll to see if she notices you. Let's roll the fuctometer. I'm kidding. No.
Let's roll the fucktometer. How fucked am I?
I would say as she looks over towards you, you would notice that her head does sort of turn over towards you, almost in like just sort of like a casual way, and then she looks back toward the conversation she's having, but then she double takes.
As soon as she sees her double take, she just like the arm that's like around Yuki just like waves. Like
you see her just immediately like ditch the conversation she's in, as you see her like kind of have like the bit of the umbrella behind her and her just sort of like shimmying forward. She's just like, "Oh, May!" I will say, you would know that you and her have not had a horrendously close friendship, but you guys were people who performed together. There was no bad blood between the two of you.
Yeah, it's still a familiar face. Oh my god, girl! It's kind of like almost like a high school reunion shit.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, you guys haven't seen each other in years. It's like, oh my god!
Oh my god, Maka!
As she brings herself over to you, you see that she immediately just sort of like allows the parasol to like fly up into the air somewhat as she goes to give you a hug.
Yes, hug.
Oh my god, how long has it been? How long has it been, Maka? It's been a while.
I have no idea. Ever since
Me neither.
as she gives you that hug, you see that she puts her hand out on the other side and she catches the parasol on the other side, having the two of you in it.
The epitome of grace, as always. I expect
And what
nothing less.
and what exactly are you doing here? I thought I was the only one over in the Fire Nation.
Oh, you know, circumstances. How do I explain? It's really complicated, honestly. Like, you know how I kind of left because of the whole like Avatar thing that was going on?
Some sort of a job you were planning to do, yeah.
Yeah, never found him.
Well-
Oh well, it's okay. I found another man. Pulls Akira. Hi, this is Akira.
Well, hello there, Akira. You found a Fire Nation noble, I see.
Total coincidence. We met on the job.
Oh, my name is Akira.
Well,
He tries to swallow like the 3 dumplings.
Yeah, it's just like a big
Just because you had that rasp, Nightshade, it was like tries to swallow a dumpling.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, I'm like forcing on. Like,
it's funny.
you-
It works.
when you called me, I was literally sitting upright, just with my head down. I don't know how the fuck that was going on, but it happened, and I'm like, oh fuck, what?
It's okay. You're tired.
Hello, Akira. My name is Kawama. Oh, or Mako, I suppose.
It's very nice
He's
to
a-
meet you.
She's a friend from the dance troupe. We go way back. How back? I don't remember, but way
Mm.
back.
A former friend from the dance troupe. Like you, I actually parted ways with them as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Similarly,
go like indie?
not really, no. But similarly to you, around the same time, actually. Whenever you had left, a lot of girls had decided to step away. There
What?
just was a lack of energy, I suppose.
No way.
I believe they're still doing their thing, but I do believe that a lot of girls have made their way away from the troupe at the very least.
Oh goodness. I was thinking of like trying to pay a visit. I know like I haven't been there at like a long time, you know.
Well,
I
you
mean, I
know that
wasn't
they
bossing
mostly
there
are moving
recently.
around everywhere, so it's hard to find
Yeah, I
them
know, but
on any good days.
yeah, I know, but there's like places they like to frequent, you know, when they have to stay for a bit. So I was thinking of like hitting up one of the hot spots. Well, I was in the Earth Nation for only like a very, very short time.
She says that she thinks about the months.
And just, you know what? It just didn't happen. But oh my goodness, it's so nice to see you again.
I was wondering if I would ever see anybody from the old crew again. From the old crew again. I made my way over
Really?
here. Well, a little bit of a rough time actually. I had made my way over
Aw.
here around the time that everything sort of started happening pretty bad around here.
Oh?
And I just never left. This place has needed a bit of cheering up ever since, you know?
Well, it's lucky that I'm also here now because we can show these people what for and make this a real party.
There is one other thing. Because
Mhm.
you're here, May, I was wondering, should I still call you May, or should I call you anything else?
Oh, either one's fine.
I know that we all had our things in the troop, so I didn't know if it was worthy to just go with May, or if you preferred May Lee now or anything.
Oh, it's fine. I've been introducing myself as Melee for a good while.
Well,
No
I will
worries.
be doing a bit of a dance later, and I wanted to know if you wanted to help me out.
But I haven't rehearsed.
She looks like faux hurt.
You know how my dances usually go. It's mostly just a bit of water work, as long as you can stand it.
Oh, don't worry. You'll actually find that I've improved on my bending too.
I'm
I
looking
know I was
forward
still
to
like
it
kind of a
then.
novice. I look forward to dancing together again.
Perhaps you can help me keep this thing a little afloat. I've been having trouble keeping it up alone.
Oh, really?
I can toss it as far as I want, but as long as I'm just, well, the way I am, there's no way to keep it up in the air.
Well, don't worry. I'll be sure to help you out. Again, I know lots of cool, neat little tricks, and it's just, I can use it for more than just, fancy wind hair effects, as much as the crowd really loved that.
Well, I should make my way back over toward those gentlemen there. I was actually in a
Oh,
bit
of
of a
course.
conversation, but I just got so excited.
Of course. Oh, I'm so sorry to pull you away. I saw you and I was like, oh my god, the stars aligned.
I'll come over in a little while then whenever I'm done with this. Maybe we can have a bit more of a chat on everything that's gone different with us.
Oh yeah, we can catch up and you can meet all my other friends that I met on the job.
Of course.
They're all wonderful people. You'll even meet my daddy.
Oh, your dad?
Yeah, my dad.
Oh,
She
your
just grins.
Oh, your daddy.
No, my father.
She
You know what I mean.
she just sort of smiles. She pulls back from you. She puts the parasol between you for a moment and then lifts up and gives a little wink before turning around. If you need me, you know where to find me. I'm pretty much a big red target here.
Of course you are.
She begins to trot away. You note that as she jumps up with the parasol out, she seems to actually somewhat float down occasionally. You would know that the parasol she has is very, very well made, to a point that it actually does have a bit of resistance to things around if she jumps up high enough.
Man, if Melee was a Regina George, it would have been. She just like turns to Akira. Oh my god, I fucking hated her.
I hated that bitch. I can't
Oh my
believe.
god, I hated that fucking bitch.
She thought she was so good with her parasol.
Oh my god, bitch! Bitch, it's indoors. It's not even raining.
No.
I told her about this one guy that I liked, and she fucking fucked him.
And she was like, ooh, I'm gonna make it rain another way, bitch. She's a hoe. No,
She a hoe.
she's not like that. She a hoe. No.
Again,
If
you wouldn't have
if
had
she was.
anything. You wouldn't have had anything particularly good or bad to say about her. She was
Yeah, no, of
mostly
course.
just another performer. She had joined decently late in your troupe, but she had been around you for at least like a year or so. Whenever you guys were doing things.
Yeah. No, she's just like, oh my god, I never thought I'd see such a familiar face. Blast from the past.
As you guys sort of make your way there and start to have that bit of a chat amongst yourselves, before we get too deep into earthing for a second, I want to go and make sure that Luca,
Yeah.
while you are sitting out here over by the fountain, you do note that Lord Gian seems to mostly just be sitting there, his arms just kind of resting in his lap, looking over toward your direction every now and then, but mostly seeming to wait very patiently here. He's not really forcing conversation or anything. What would you like to do?
Oh yeah, no, I'm also just chilling here.
Okay. You have anything you'd like to? Oh, excuse me. You have anything you'd like to say or bring up, or do you want to just sort of sit out here for a little bit longer?
Probably just sit out here a little longer.
Okay.
Nothing to really chat about yet.
Gotcha. Well, he would mostly just be sitting there as well for the time being, so I'm gonna move back over toward everybody else.
Yeah.
Ichibe, you would note that again, both Jin and Mei Li seem to have gone off to different things. Akira is over with Mei Li. Nuwan is Nuwan is over with you. Oma is over with Jin. What would you like to do? You just seeing where everybody else has ended up.
I've really been thinking, man. It's like I don't really have a gravitating force that's trying to pull me anywhere. So I've been looking around the room and I've been paying attention to what those guys have been saying. And it's like, yeah, we could go get a drink and be beside the scary person that Sudi is also beside. Apparently, Sudi's fucking dead.
Oh no, she's out. Studi's outside.
No, I know. That was.
Well, at
the
least
joke.
that's where you guys left her, but you know.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere in particular you want to go?
I know I wasn't certain. Pardon, go for it.
I mostly just wanted to come in here away from my uncle.
Considering how much you're avoiding the use of the word father, I'm surprised that you can stomach the word uncle.
I don't know, I guess it's easier. The Fire Lord, I don't know, he seems very familiar with me already, you know? As if he already knows everything. And he already knows what's best, and he's been holding all of us back. I just... Oddly enough, I feel like I feel more at ease around Lord Jian.
I cannot say that I really sway from one to the other, especially after the interaction we had the first time we had conversed with him. Him denying any involvement to the attack that we had inside of the palace did not leave me with a good impression.
Yeah.
Especially since I'm well aware of who was following us. And what he denied was truthfully happening.
It definitely was horrible. Mostly because, I mean, he had planned on... Everything went down very roughly, but I keep thinking back to that dinner, you know? How things could have went if we didn't follow the commander. Didn't follow what he had to say. Maybe we wouldn't have had to go into that treasury, and maybe we wouldn't have had to... That guy with the mask. And maybe then the tea shop lady wouldn't be sad.
You're right to look it over in multiple different scenarios. But one thing you have to keep in mind is that after he decided, he also did not hesitate to try and execute us in front of the entire palace.
Yeah.
That part I cannot sit well with. He may be trying to make amends. I do not know how I feel about this brother of the Fire Lord just yet.
Do you have any idea what I should do? I mean,
We got what we came here for. The least we can do is try to ease up a bit. You can see that everyone else has decided to go their own ways. Are you hungry?
I mean, I could eat.
This is dining in what's considered a royal gathering of many different nobles.
Do you
I
Thank-
can't imagine you wouldn't get much better food right now.
think that anyone here was present yesterday? There was a
We'll
lot of
take that
people we
one
didn't
step
know.
at a time. Regardless, whoever does notice you or recognize you, does it really matter? It seems that your friend from before has already been. It's interesting that he is in this place.
You all have, you in particular have been bringing him up quite a lot. It seemed like the two of you knew each other.
A brief interaction. Luca had seen him as well, although she seems to be taking their own time. I do not know what to feel about this person.
I
Well,
could
I
go
will
and
say,
I could go and talk to him for you.
it's up to you.
He's not
I will.
that. I mean, I know that I haven't talked to him much, but he seems like he's really good at listening. Maybe he just needs to know that you guys are good.
I hope he knows. I can't really say I have a complete read on him yet. A conversation isn't a bad thing, especially out in the open where everyone can see.
Especially out here in the open where no one can kill anyone.
We
Sweat
already
coming
know.
down your brow, looking left and right.
Oh, I'm smiling kind of nervously. Okay. We already know that not all Onis are bad.
She looks to you. You think that he's an Oni?
I know he is.
Mm. Really?
The smile that Ryan had when you mentioned him, as well as the voice being similar in my first encounter, and him saying my name, and it's nice to meet again, it's very coincidental. There is no doubt. That would mean that Gian has more Onis under his control. I do not know if that means that we will be in any trouble. But he seems kind enough, especially to lend you a hand when you were having troubles the other night. Many nights ago. It would have been like, what, 5? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm fucking whatever. I guess it's like Nuan, you were doing whatever, just fucking.
I would like to believe in the good of anybody, Nuan, as much as you. If they have not tried to start anything yet, there is no reason for us to start anything now. Maybe it is worth having a drink with him after all.
Maybe.
Do not let this deter you. If you did really value him as a kind, new friend, then I think that you're more than welcome to sit down with him.
One second.
I got you.
All right, I'm back. she gives a nod. As she looks over toward the stairs that he had left. Do you want me to talk to him first? Or do you want to come with?
We can go together. You're more than welcome to introduce me. Although, I guess we've all met each other by now.
I think then, if we're gonna go together, I think I want to wait a little while. Just to kind of get over that, thing. The very low, the Oni thing.
Take your time. Let's get something good to eat or drink first. We
She
can bring it over and see if he's had any yet.
She nods. She looks around to try to find any of the caterers. As she does, she makes her way over. Do you follow her?
Yeah.
Ro's gonna fucking go. No.
I'm just gonna leave her. Now that we know that there is an Oni here, I'm just gonna leave her to her own devices and look over later after my 5th drink and see her bleeding on the ground.
You guys make your way over to this server that seems to be walking back and forth that has the little mini dumplings. As you guys
I
do,
left her bleeding on the ground.
as you guys do, going back around in circles, we go over to Jin. Jin, you approach the group of people here, as well as Oma. Upon doing so, you see that this man looks over to you with a slight frown immediately, but like he does look as if he tries to give a somewhat of a welcoming smirk to you. Upon doing so, and you are Jin Hailong, I presume.
The one and only.
Your reputation precedes you. Shall I call you, Mr. Long?
No, please. Just Jin is fine.
Then you can call me Rai.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
I have heard quite the story of you from our mutual friend here. Oma seems to step over towards you and sort of just give like a bit of a smirk. As she does, the 2 women he was talking to seem to give a wave to Rai and make their way over toward some of the caterers that are off to the side. He seems to give a slight wave to them before looking back to you. You had taken quite an interesting conversation partner from me before. I hope everything is right with Miss Prim.
Oh, Miss Prim is perfectly fine. She just has some matters to attend to, and, well, it's been about a year since we've seen each other. Good friends we are.
It seems
I
as
wasn't
if
expecting I wasn't expecting to see her here of all places.
she has been here off and on for a little while. I have seen her a couple of times around, although I did not expect her to come to this place. It seems as if all of that, all of the rumors from yesterday stirred a lot of people into action. I myself did not have the pleasure of seeing, but I do believe that I know what I see whenever I see it.
It was quite the spectacle.
So, there's not a ton that I can say around more to extend our conversation, but there is one very interesting thing about you that I do happen to know.
He raises an eyebrow with, he's got that smile. He's raises an eyebrow. Oh.
He looks over toward Oma, then looks to you. She gives a smirk. Well, I heard that you are an excellent conversationalist.
I do love to hear the sound of my own voice, so it just comes with that territory.
I would love to have someone to chat with for the rest for the night, if you would not mind. The ideas that sweep through my head whenever I see a group of people like this, especially of the upper crust, is very hard to it's very hard to keep to myself. Very hard to keep light. I suppose it's the tactician's mindset, but every time I'm into a room, I look around and I find the best possible ways to manipulate the situation. Most people don't like hearing that. I wanted to pick your brain.
Oh. You think it seems that you and I share some kind of similar mindset.
For example,
I have been. Mhm.
why do you think those men over there stand in the very center of the room? To look imposing, most like, I suppose.
I
But
would assume so.
But if we were being invaded, or there was a hostile bender around, an earthbender of sorts, he would know that the tiles underneath their feet seem to shift and move very easily and could knock them off of their balance. But luckily, there's no powerful earthbenders around to take advantage of that, eh?
Oh, perish the thought of such a person being here.
I had tried to see if I could get Miss Prim to do it, but I still am not sure if she's an earthbender.
He raises a hand and he's like, actually. No, but why would anyone want to take such a hostile action in such a peaceful place?
I was just looking for a spot of fun. It would make me a little weary to continue going as I've been the past little while. These parties are not normally what I would be bringing myself to. Not in any sort of fashion as I have been as of late. Though, I suppose I was doing nothing else, so... He shrugs.
I can understand that. Parties like this. He's like shrugs.
I had
It's-
wanted to see if there was anything wrong with you. The last time I saw you in bed, you were rather pained. I didn't even know you could walk, let alone be up as much as you have been.
I like to keep myself unassuming. You don't have too many people disappointed if you underachieve.
You and I are going to get along fantastically.
Perhaps we would, Jin. Though, he looks over towards you. I must ask, why do you so blatantly wear something like that around your neck?
Oh, this. Well, sentimental value.
You would know that the object you have is barely worth the copper pieces that seem to be what makes it up.
Oh, of course. But, it belonged to a very unpleasant man. He's not around anymore.
You would
I
note,
would
Jin,
just-
that this thing that you have on you is very much like melted and molded in a way that it looks very. It would be very hard to determine just from a glance that it is made up of actually copper pieces.
Well, it was taken from an unpleasant man who's no longer with us. Though your age has not weakened your sight, it seems.
It's more. I believe I've seen it before.
Really?
I believe it was around a year ago in my dreams.
He tilts his head a little bit. Dreams.
Oh, you don't want to hear the mumblings of an old man in his dreams, do you? He smiles
Well,
as he
I've
says
heard-
that.
You'd be surprised how much I have interest in the mumblings of old men. They often hide quite interesting secrets. Or just plain insanity. It's always hard to tell until you actually start listening.
Well, I can't offer too much on the hand of explanation. You'd have to just assume or trust what I say is true, but I had seen, well, a monster of a man wearing something very similar. At least, it seemed as if he was. Perhaps he was just attached to it in a way. But, I believe that after seeing what had happened with such a man, he would no longer be needn't attached to that. As you see him look to you, there is a slight glance from his eyes over toward the center of the room as you see Ichibei and Nuan moving away over toward the side of the room. I was quite intrigued whenever I heard of what happened yesterday. I had thought that anyone wanting to keep any sort of any sort of edge about them would not be so blatantly open in the area. Though what am I to say?
Oh, please. It feels like potential enemies have eyes everywhere. What's the point in hiding?
Potential enemies, as well as potential allies, it would seem.
Here's the
There
good
you
part.
go.
Here's the good part, Gold.
Mm.
Oh, I suppose you want me to say that then. Also, I'm a little bit big. My head's a little bit big. I'm gonna go, whoop. There we go.
We'll just shrink myself a little
I'm
bit.
gonna
Hold
shrink it down a little.
Use my old man powers real quick.
He
Fucking deflates.
looks over towards you. I have been told that we share a common enemy.
You go on.
The Albeds.
Ah, yes, I see.
He looks to you as he seems to look off toward the center of the room. Someone who is no longer with us in this world. Someone who handed us very great defeats in our time.
Yeah, you and I are gonna be real good friends. Jim has like a fucking huge grin on his face.
I believe that is still to be said, but you see that as he sort of like looks to you, he takes his cane up slightly, and you see him wince a bit, just like as you see, it seems to pain him a lot to just even keep the full weight of his body just on his legs. As he stands there for a moment, he sort of like brings the cane back down before resting both of his arms on it. I wanted to know if you had heard the story of the Boiling Rock.
How couldn't I hear about it? How could the whole world not hear about it?
And I too have heard about the bandit lord who had been toppled off in the desert of the Earth Kingdom. It seems
Toppled,
that
sunken.
it seems that we both know of our greatest failures.
He just like narrows his eyes a little. Were you the prison lord?
No, not the warden, but I was present at the time. In fact, he sort of like stretches himself a little bit. Again, you see that wince come from him. I believe that at the time, I was the only one who could have possibly stopped him. Unfortunately, that man had gotten stronger since the last time I had defeated him.
He's a tough one.
Hmm.
Yeah, count your blessings. At least you got to stay intact, I suppose. Right?
For the most part. He sort of like looks down toward his legs and looks back to you. The same as you, I suppose, in a way.
He just like he just kind of like motions. He kind of like rubs his arm, like his arm stump a little. It's like obviously showing that most of it's gone. Mostly.
I enjoy having my theories verified. It was really hard to get much information out of our friend here, Miss Oma.
I wasn't telling him anything, but whenever I had said a couple of things, he just sort of started placing everything together. That's one reason that he sort of caught my eye after a while. I, of course, didn't confirm or deny anything. But it seems as if you wanted to confirm everything immediately. You must really like him, Gold.
He has a nice air about him.
He leans on the cane and like looks up for a moment. If there were any sort of time that I could go back to those days and potentially right the mistakes I would have made in the time, I wonder who would be in front of us now. He again just kind of looks over to the other side of the room. It would not be her, I don't think.
And looks over to Milan. Then just look for a minute and just like looks back to him. No, it wouldn't be her. And honestly, I think I'd like to keep it the way it is. Had I the chance.
So if you were to have the chance, per se, to get that arm of yours back, but in exchange, everything would change, you wouldn't take it? Imagine for a moment that victory that you had taken, or that was taken from you. Imagine you were the victor instead, the one who toppled the Avatar. I'll tell you now, I used to think about it every day. But after a while, I suppose I got used to the fact that things have to play out one way or the other. I was forced to retire after the Boiling Rock, because I could no longer stand, and the waves were not very good on, my legs. So I got brought back here and taken care of. If it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't have, came into contact with a lot of nice people. Those who did change my thoughts on how things would have been. There was a thought that getting back any sort of normalcy would be preferable. But if the consequences would have been to not meet those people, I think I prefer not worrying about these old bones of mine.
Ginny kind of looks down at his in the cloak, and then like back looks around the room like to see everyone. And he's like, "You and I are very similar. I don't think I could trade it. I don't think I could trade it up ever."
Then perhaps you are correct then, what you said before. Perhaps we will be good friends. You see him stick his arm out towards you for a shake. However, you see him very much stick the arm out to you that you would normally have to shake with the hand you don't have.
Yeah, we're gonna get along swell. Kijin turns to Oma. Why couldn't you tell me about him sooner?
Well, by the time everything went down, you knew what happened. I didn't know exactly where he had gone or even if he could move. As I mentioned to you before, Jin, if he wanted me to, I could give aid to certain things that no longer seem to work very well to him. But I wanted to know if you guys thought that would be a good idea or not.
That depends entirely if he wants that kind of help.
The one thing that I can see, however, is something you're not telling them.
Mhm.
You've refused to tell anybody about it, haven't you? She looks to you. She looks to Rai as she does. People don't ever want to know or let anyone know of their true weaknesses, do they? Is that why the two of you hide them?
I don't know what you're talking about. He looks away.
Well, if you ever want that looked into,
She kind of like motions to his head.
then let me know. Until then, I'm gonna go get some dumplings.
She begins to step her way through and make her way away from you guys. She looks back to you, Jen, as she does, as if she's like, "You can come if you want." But she knows that you might want to stick around with him. So she does make her way away over toward one of the servers. Sharp eyes, that one.
Sharp fangs.
So
I think she has a point.
they called you the King of the Golden Seas, did they not?
Outside, well, lots of people. The real crazy ones kept calling me the prophet. I mean, I wanted them. I wanted them to, but still, doesn't make you any less crazy about it.
Oh, you might have been interesting to talk to back then.
I'm not sure. The Avatar didn't find me very interesting conversation.
I suppose giving yourself crazy nicknames is definitely part of the job whenever you're someone as talented as yourself or others in that field.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be lying if I said I don't somewhat regret it, considering.
Whenever you think back to the old nicknames you gave yourself, it's very hard not to regret or even feel a little silly or ashamed.
Yeah, man, do I feel silly for some things I've done?
I believe I will go and take a seat for the time being. If you have any other ideas or things you wish to talk about, I'll be over there. And if you ever want to give those to, he motions over again to the guards that are in the center of the room. If you ever want to give them a bit of a ride, be sure to let me know first.
Hmm. That is tempting. Though, I would pick your brain about something.
This brain isn't exactly what it used to be, but if you have anything you need to ask, I'm right here.
Well, how much do you know about the Black Rings?
Enough that my entire, well, my entire not allegiance is a bad word. Enough that my entire career was thwarted by them in the Avatar.
See, they're still a huge problem for the world. And on a more personal note, I think I may have let go of my hate of the old Avatar. That doesn't mean I got rid of all of it. And their rings are still around, and currently they're ruining my kingdom. And possibly killing my god, but that's neither here nor there. What's important is that they're everywhere still. What do you think would be a good idea when it comes to dismantling them?
Dismantling them. Well, without knowing their infrastructure, it would be rather tough to come up with an attack plan. I suppose that's the main unfortunate... he sort of stretches again. That's the main unfortunate part of them, is that I don't know exactly how many we're dealing with, where we're dealing with them, and what exactly their end goal even is. However, without knowing all of that, I will tell you, I have been thinking of only one thing ever since ever since I have taken my permanent place near in my bed. You see him sort of like bring his finger up to his forehead. I've been saving one last bolt for them.
Oh, I do hope that the high-ranking members are somewhere in this nation. I'd love to see that.
It would be quite fortunate if they were.
They are everywhere. I'll see if I can't cause enough trouble for them.
As he looks to you, is there anything else, Jin?
Nothing that is too much of a concern yet. No.
Oh, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, okay.
I was
Making sure. I know that everybody like dropped out of the game, so I was wondering if my net went out.
I just looked over. I'm like, oh, okay, but
yeah, I've crashed a couple times.
Yeah, there seems to be something going on with tabletop today.
It's the servers are poopy. They're just spreading cheeks and eating ass.
That's fine.
I'll switch over to the other thing really quick, but we can still finish the chats if you want to have anything.
Yeah, we vibing.
I can't think of anything too pressing for you right now, or for me, but I'll definitely keep you in mind if ever we need someone of immense experience to draw from.
Well, if there's anything that I can do, King of the Golden Sea, you can always come and ask the Eye of the Storm. Also, never make me say that again. He starts moving his way away.
Trust me, I'm not too keen on some titles anymore either. Well, it's a tree of little dum-dums. Jim's gonna go grab snacks.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try to get the room back in, and then when we do, we'll come back with potentially Mei / Akira again if they'd like to do things. And if not, we can kind of have the party sort of shift a little bit forward, obviously, if we wanted to. If nobody has anything they want to do immediately.
Hey, Nightshade's walking a puppo.
That's fine. That's fine. I can kill him. It's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
I can murder him. It's okay. He's just sitting there like, man, you used to call yourself the prophet, the king of the golden sea. Pfft. Can't really make fun of you too much, I guess.
My name was equally stupid. That's why I'm not telling you it.
Well, he said-
Except for the end.
That's very much.
Why would I ever tell you a name?
Oh,
Name equal bad.
I ate so much food.
I
But
don't
it
wanna
was
say
good.
my name, man. It's kind of cringe.
Shut up.
Okay, good. I came back and I'm like, wait, the thing is gone, and I'm like, okay, so everybody's having this problem. Good.
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah.
we're getting this back in.
Okay.
See what happens, Deco, when you don't let me be pink?
I mean, you're still
Have
not
you
getting
removed
it.
Pink from you removed pink from the color options, and
mean,
now
you're-
Tabletop's throwing a hissy fit.
I mean, you're still not getting it.
I'm just letting you know that you can stop the cycle.
I'm in.
You can make that choice, or die on that hill. No.
I 100% could make that choice.
We're
I'm not
back.
going
Sorry, I
to,
don't know
but
what's wrong with me today.
I'm not going to, but I 100% could make that choice. You are correct. Da-da-da-da. There we are. Let's switch everybody back over. Bloop. Hey. As again, we would be making our way away from Jin and oh, he didn't. He decided not to. He decided to revert back where he was before. You get over somewhere and you sit on that gong.
Guess I'm on the gong now.
I guess that's where I belong. On the gong. Someone carry me
Guess
upstairs
that's where
toward
I
where the booze are.
belong. Blagong.
Blagong. As
you.
everything has gone by, Akira and Mei Li, you guys had just had a conversation with your girl Maka over here, or as she said her own name, but Maka is basically what she would be referring to herself as.
Yeah.
At the moment, is there anything in particular you guys want to do, or do you guys want to just wait until the party kind of gets a little bit further in?
She dragged them around the first time, so if anything catches Akira's eye, she'll let herself and Yuki by proxy be dragged around.
Is there
Unless
anything
Yuki
catching your eye?
notices anything.
Unfortunately, Yuki rolled like fucking a 7 earlier, and she has a -1 in diligence. So,
Oh, poor baby.
so until someone tells her certain people are around, they're not around.
That's okay.
Again, there's most everything here you can see if you'd like to. You can make your way over toward any of the player characters, any of the people again. But if nothing catches your eye, we could just move on.
I
Because-
want to leave it to Akira.
What you thinking, Akira?
Lead your concubine.
Anything in the immediate area looking like something that catches your eye?
I think I'd want to. Hang on, let me let me-
That's cool. It's cool. You can make up your mind. It's
Anyway.
no problem.
Yeah, no, I have to turn my camera angle to face the other characters.
Follow your heart.
Listen to your heart.
I don't know. Right now, Kira is just kind of like, unless something, unless something interesting happens, unless he thinks something interesting is happening, he's just kind of on vacation right now because he knows what he's gonna have to do later.
That is perfectly
like-
fine.
He's just vibing. He's taking the vibe answer.
We take you guys over toward other snack vendors, other snack procurers. Get throwing things around. You guys having good times.
Oh my god, mini egg rolls.
Oh my god.
Spring rolls. They're called spring rolls. I was like, what are they called?
As you guys are each having your snacks go a little bit, we're gonna say that the party is going to move ahead by around like half an hour or so. As you guys are mingling, you're chatting with everybody. You guys each had your own like bit of a conversation going down. Going back out to you, Luca. It was getting like somewhat darker outside whenever you guys had first shown up. It was getting definitely like sunset. Now it is definitely getting to a point where the night is starting to come in. You do note that as soon as that happens, Lord Gian does seem to stand up from where he is. Would you like to do anything as he does?
No, I'm just gonna let him go, I guess.
He looks over towards you as he stands up. You see him seemingly getting into a bending stance.
Is there something the matter?
He stops himself and looks over to you. Oh, sorry. No, one moment. He brings himself to a bit of a stance as you do see him sort of like start punching a little bit away from him, away from where you are, so that you don't think that he's punching at you. But you do see that he seems to punch several areas around the area. The 4 little sconces that are around you guys, that are nya 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 nya. He sort of like punches his way over toward those with what appears to be a bright white flame. As he does, you see that it seems to light up the 4 sconces, and in a very just like a bright but also like not obtrusive light. As he does that, he seems to turn to you before looking around at you. You see that he sort of aims a little bit above you before he thinks better of it, and he just sort of goes around and aims at the fountain behind you, lighting one more at the top of the 3 dragon-headed statue.
I appreciate you sidestep that.
I had thought that it would be interesting to see how you would act if I just did it that way, but I felt that it would be met with hostility if I were to mess up. Not that I would have.
I probably would have. I can't even say I wouldn't have.
Again, I believe that in my case I would definitely not have done much of I would not have had much of an issue with it, but in order to keep any sort of good relations between our groups, I didn't want to risk anything. Though now we don't have to sit out here in the dark whenever it gets a little bit darker.
Thank you. Your flame, though, it's different. Just like the Fire Lords.
I had assumed that you knew, since nobody had made a bit of a
well, a fuss about his flame inside of the Agni Kai. My brother and I both have went through the trial, just as each other would have with the dragon. The one that I gave the serum to Nuan for earlier. It manifests differently for anyone who does it. There is no two members of our family who get the same thing. So, for my brother, it was those green flames. Though at first they always sort of change. He looks to his hands. Back when we were kids, they were both different. I suppose they change a bit as you get older.
You know what exactly changes about it?
Well, my brother's used to be a very different color. They were... He looks over toward you, then kind of like looks around until he has his eye fall on a flower in the garden behind him. They were as bright and cheery as this flower over here. You see a petal that he sort of like raises up from his garden and seems to have a very much a almost like pinkish or a like almost kind of like a reddish pinkish kind of thing about it. They were much different, and while I do not 100% know the exact reason or when they happened, I can hazard a guess. As for myself, mine used to be black.
Black.
It was very odd. They were as black as the night. They were flames that gave off no light. But eventually they as well
now-
changed. I suppose you can
But-
hazard a guess as to why.
I sort of. That is interesting, though. I just never thought bending could be like this. Be changed, or even, I guess, evolve in a way.
These spirits, these beings out there, their influence is incredible. The one who is connected to our family, he's able to give fantastic gifts at a price. That price is all of us.
Is there any other information you can tell me about it?
I would love to.
Since
Unfortunately, as you probably heard, I'm not sure though. I'm not sure how much information he would have given you. It's different. Sometimes he just talks. Others, the task is much worse.
What about his temperament?
I. Hmm. You see him bring his fingers to his chin and kind of like look down. I believe that the best way I can put it is agreeable. Unfortunately, I believe my interactions with him were not the norm. My brother, he spent almost the entirety of his time with that dragon. From what he said, he barely escaped his trial with his life. But when I did mine, years before him, I was in and out within an hour. All the dragon wanted to do was talk.
If I may ask, what did you talk about?
You see him get visibly just sort of like his brow furrows very slightly, but he looks over towards you.
Mm,
Are you sure you want to know?
yes, anything helps, really.
He asked about my sister.
Your sister.
The one he, the very next year, killed.
Mm, what did he say?
We spent around half an hour or so, however long we were in that place, just speaking on family matters. However, when talk came to her, he stayed on her. He asked about when she would be making her way through, what exactly she was like, and
There's something off about that.
oh,
Why would he be so interested, if only just to kill her?
like I said, we are the price. We obtain this power, this symbiotic relationship, and the price is ourselves, our family. This monster, this spirit, is tied to us, and I do believe, like my brother said, that on some level it wants to die. But I refuse to think it's as simple as that. No, I think Nuwan is going to be just fine. That's why I want to give her the chance to go through it. I believe that her trial will be just as easy as mine was. Our brother, or my brother, he barely escaped with his life. My sister was killed, but I was fine. There could be
We
many
can't
different.
say for certain.
Hmm?
We can't say for certain.
Of course not. But I cannot think that a creature like that, a creature that went out of his way to prey on my sister, I don't think a creature like that would end itself so easily. It wants the family to continue. Sure, maybe there are fleeting thoughts, or maybe it truly does wish for other things to happen, but at that level, I want to say it's a coward. Nuan, I believe, if it kills her, there will be no more. I don't see my brother or myself having any more heirs.
I guess that's one way to end it, but that would mean Nuan's demise, and I would not let that happen.
Again, I cannot see the dragon that I met that night. The one that spoke with me, the one that so curiously talked about what it did. You can say that it's because I was the one chosen to continue the family. You can say it's because I was the oldest. You can say it's because perhaps I just had the correct temperament. But all of those things, I believe, are also to be said about Nuan. She is the oldest heir to the family. She is the one chosen that will probably take the fire lation after her father. And she just so happens to be the last vestige that dragon has to cling on to its spirit. Once our family goes, so does it. That cowardice dragon will not destroy Nuan. But maybe my brother is right. Maybe it truly does desire to die. On the same level, if that is true, I have to still believe that the avatar of all people can get through that trial. If she does not unlock her full potential, then what's the point?
I have all the faith in the world in Nuan.
I would say to watch out
But-
for Akira, though.
Akira.
He has no ties to this. I don't know what kind of deal he made with that spirit. But if that spirit truly does wish to stop its dealings with our family, it could very well kill Nuan and start up fresh with a new family. With his family.
I would like to say I have faith in Akira, but I can't really say that.
Hmm.
I don't know him to that degree.
There is one final thing, Luca.
Hmm.
There are several ideas that come to mind for guaranteeing the success of Nuan. Most of them, I think that you will all not like,
so I probably won't even bring them up. Unless you're curious.
It's always good to have options, even if we don't like them.
The options that I would see for guaranteeing Nuan's safety would be to do as my brother says and just kill the dragon. I believe that that would be a waste of her potential, but it would guarantee my niece live to the end of her days. I do not think that any of you or she wants that, however. The other thing, if we want to give her every possible advantage going in, then you could always kill Akira. Again, I don't think you would like that, so I wasn't going to mention it. But the idea that this dragon could be using his family as his next family, if Akira somehow lost connection to that he brought in, maybe then Nuwan would be more precious to the dragon. Or if Akira were to die, that would also solve that. But there is one other thought. One that I don't think that you would be as opposed to.
I'm listening.
We could always bind it again.
Bind it again?
The same deal, the same bind that it went through with the family all those generations ago. If we were to bind that spirit to Nuwan again, it would not be able to kill her.
How would we be able to do that?
Now that is the question, isn't it?
Mm,
I have several people in mind to look into that if it is something that you would all be interested in. It is something that would not only give her the power that she needs from this dragon, but it would also guarantee her safety. We only ever see the dragon once in our lives. It would not suffer anything, anything that it has not already suffered. In fact, it would be probably just as, well, disagreeable now as it is any other time anyone goes and sees it. Except for me.
except for you.
Like I said earlier, if I were to describe that dragon, I would describe it as agreeable. No one else in my family so far has ever had that easy of a time with it.
I can certainly bring it up with the others. That is a pretty big decision. Especially for Nuwan.
It would require either herself or my brother or me to be the one to bind the creature. Or potentially Akira. Though I believe that that would defeat the purpose.
I will bring it up with them. Thank you. It is good to know we had more choices.
I do not like
the ideas my brother put forth. I do not like stunting Nuon's growth. And honestly, I do not want to give up my own power as well. If we do kill that dragon, as my brother wants, we'll be walking right into the ravings of a man who has lost everything. You may not believe me when I say this. My brother, the Fire Lord, no matter how right he has been these past years, no matter how right anyone believes him to be now, that his delusions have actually come true. His fire says it all. He is not well. I would know. You see him look down to his hand, and again, like a tiny, like little bit of a white flame would kind of be trickling upwards.
I still believe. Well, probably you, of all people, can get through to him.
Hmm.
Honestly, you might be the only one.
Unfortunately, I believe that has passed long ago.
I don't think you should give up on your family.
I
You. Oh, go ahead.
sorry. Whenever Nuon was born, I recovered slightly. I'm not sure if you have been told, but whenever she was smaller, I would go out and get her many different things. He was happy back then, so was his wife. Everyone was fine. The pain of my loss was far from everyone's mind by the time that happened. But it still did not change again. It did not revert back to what it was, nor did it change to another color again. It's a wound, a scar that will never go away. It's the same for him. That wound, that scar of not only losing his wife, but also being unsure of what happened to his daughter, pretending for over 5 years, pretending in vain to those who were looking for her that everything was fine, only to be proven right. Yet his flame is still that same color. Even getting her back did not change it. That's all I can say.
Nobody is the same when something like that happens. It will always leave a scar, you will always remember it. But that doesn't mean you can't continue moving forward. Sometimes people just need help to see past that. Someone who would stick by them long enough to help them through it. And it's probably not for me to say, but I have that faith for him.
There is one final thing that I want to show you.
All right.
I've been sitting here, working up the courage, wondering what you would think. You had brought it up earlier. Well, the event. I guess I brought it up more. You see him stand up. As he does, he starts making his way over to you. Upon getting a little bit away, you hear the squawking of your bird, because, you know, new person.
It's okay. Shh. It's okay, sweet babu.
He looks to your messenger hawk and then looks to you. Do you want to give it to him?
Uh-huh.
He seemed to have been talking to your bird. You see him hold his hand up high. As he does, the Zen seems to fly up and grab something out of his hands, something small out of the palm of his hands, and seems to fly around and then land over by where you are, dropping it into your hand. As he does, you find what appears to be a black ring.
This. Wait, why?
I found this that night in Nuan's room.
The room in the palace.
A room in the palace, yes, but it's less the palace that's concerning. What's concerning is who I found it with.
Who might that be?
He brushes off his gown slightly, and seems to straighten up his top knot in the water, just like looking back to you before looking over toward the party. On the finger of Nuan's mother. I should go and entertain them.
Oh.
You can return whenever you wish. Now that I've gotten that off of my chest, I feel like I don't want to know what you think yet.
You don't even think I know what I'm thinking of right now.
I don't expect you would. It's something that I've kept from both of them. I was thinking about showing it to you that night when we had the dinner. But I've never been able to show this to him.
It was probably best you didn't.
I don't want to make any conclusions that I can't back up. But you can come to your own thoughts as I believe I have. I'll see you inside. He begins to walk away.
Oh my god.
You stop him at all?
No. Yeah, I'll let him go.
Okay. He seems to make his way over toward the entrance and flips his way inside. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Damn.
He just sort of he walks
Yeah.
he walks in there. It's fine. He's not gonna do any wheels.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking boring.
As he steps his
Maybe
way
you
in
should
there.
go in all cool like.
Luca, what do you want to do with this info and holding on to this thing? By the way, looking at it, you can see that it seems to be somewhat chipped, and you see that there are scratches along where the chips are, as if somebody has been kind of grinding a nail or something on it.
Well, we know the previous avatar was trying to get these for some reason.
It's less that he's trying to get. It's less that he's trying to get
good
these, and more that
detail.
they seem to get warmer when around the current avatar, or around any avatar, I guess. Who knows,
Okay,
man?
gonna keep this safe and gonna head in. I need to find peeps.
Well, you need to find any of us for it.
Anybody, please.
I will say, those of you inside the party, eventually, after having your relative amounts of snackage and things of that nature throughout the beginning parts of the party, you guys would eventually see Lord Xion make his way in. Several people would like call out to him, and you do see that as he seems to go to every single group and sort of like put an arm out to be like good evening. He does stop by each of yours as well to like again extend an arm to say good evening. Does anybody accept it?
Yeah.
I mean, she'll accept it.
Ichibe?
I'll nod.
He does the good evening towards you, Ichibe. You nod. He puts a hand out to Nuan. Nuan looks to you. Nuan looks back, nods. He smiles at that and walks away. But he does seem to go to just about every group and seem to give a good evening to each of them. He ends off in the center here with the ones who are talking here in the center. Before like reaching an arm out to them for a good evening thing. Upon that time, Luca would enter, looking around looking around everywhere. You would see basically where everybody is right now, Luca.
Okay. Oh boy.
You gonna go tell
They're-
Nuan?
They're spread out. You
You gonna go tell Nuan about it?
You
You wanna go tell Nuan about what happened, what you see? You wanna tell Nuan about it? I mean, it's not like she would care. She don't even know who that is.
Totally. Okay. I will go though. I will not say anything just yet, but I'll join up with.
Ichibe, Luca, and Bird show up.
The bird starts flying everywhere, screaming and pooping.
Oh, look at it! It's so cute. No,
It's so majestic. I need to know. I need to see something for Ichibe's token really quick.
Okay.
Are you trying to see if the bird can like kind of rest on it because it's a bird?
Because it's a bird. Thanks for the observation.
I'd say
Because it's a
probably
bird.
Yeah.
one down.
Do you think you didn't see
Yeah.
the bird? It's
All
a
right,
bird.
cool.
Did you know, guys, it was a bird?
You guys see that bird? You guys know that bird over there? Is it a bird?
Starts scratching fucking Rose's eyes out.
I have something important to talk about after. Once this is all done.
We will
Do
be
you
here
want-
to hear it when you have the time to speak about it.
I will note to you right now, Luca, as you are over by Ichibe and Nuan. I don't know where you put the ring, but it is not getting hot.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's been scratched. Or is a fucking fake.
put it in my bag, but
It is not getting hot
Interesting.
currently. Maybe because again, there's those chips or those scratches in it potentially, but there is no heat coming from it.
Gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. Okay.
Do you want to go and tell the same thing to the others?
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Yo,
me,
after party, no kidding.
Hey, it's me, Luca. Got a thing to say.
Yo.
Deuces. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Bye bye.
Hey, yo, it's me, Luca.
Hey yo. Hey yo, with me.
Luca's gotten really good with that acrobatic stuff.
I can't believe she jumped in the air and the bird carried her away.
Like Mallard.
I'm glad all that extra confidence from continuously playing Minecraft nonstop is finally paid off.
With that being brought up, and with Luca going to everybody, do you guys want to stick with your own groups, or do you guys want to group up with everybody?
Well, looks like business calls over. You want to see what all the fuss is about?
She looks around. She has her like little mini dumplings. She looks over to you, but then looks over to Rai. I'll go over there if you need me. I don't think that we should all stick out like too big of a sore thumb.
What do you mean my bright white cloak in the middle of this Fire Nation party is drawing attention to me?
I have no idea what you would mean. She then like throws back her gray hair, but showing off her very youthful looks.
You're right. I must be imagining things.
She will start making her way over to Rai. Ichibe, do you want to gather up with the group since it looks like they're all gathering together?
Yeah, I guess so. It gives me a reason not to talk to the Oni.
Ow!
But when Nuan says, yeah, let's go do it, I'll go do it.
As you guys...
And I'll talk to them about how I did not mean to kill you, buddy. I did not technically do it, but you already know that, and you're gonna kill us anyways.
You guys jump your way all the way over toward the group. Jin, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you let them know anything you had found out as far as the stuff you had talked to Prim about?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like something prudent that should be shared.
Okay, what about your conversation with Rai? Do you tell them anything about that?
Oma's old friend there is a real interesting guy.
Great job.
I like him.
I'm playing.
I like him.
Okay.
We should all meet him one day. We should all meet him sometime, but things seem to be more pressing, though.
Upon you mentioning that Prim is here, Yuki begins looking around.
Prim and Clem.
He
points over. Are that way.
You know what? She's allowed. She can do whatever she wants as long as she
We all-
returns
we-
to me.
They have
We all need
information.
to say
They have
hi.
information about her hub.
Yes,
We all need to say hi to them, of course, or it's been a year.
of course. They've probably been worried sick about their Lady Yuki.
Do you mention
And
that?
us.
Do you mention that
yeah,
that
no,
Jem
okay.
seems to be missing?
Though I can't say it's all happy news. Unfortunately, Jin seemed to have gone missing around the same time we did.
Now there's
Him and
only
his
5
cowboy.
people that rhyme.
Yeah. Him and the prisoners we liberated from Ba Sing Se vanished.
You got dunked on.
That's right, Eggy. He never got back from Zelda Land.
Yeah.
Whenever everybody else had
Oh, no.
somehow teleported back, Jim unfortunately heard the Song of Time and missed his way to get out.
By 3 days, because he's backwards now.
Anywho.
So there's that unpleasantry. Wherever Jim and the others are is anyone's guess. Mm. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Another list of people we have to find.
And he also mentioned Delto and Minfo and the lady with the parasol apparently knowing shit she shouldn't know.
Lady with the parasol?
Mm.
Mean that one?
Points in the distance to.
Yes, Prim said that woman told her all the little tidbits about what was happening in the war room. Somehow.
Wait, what?
My girl Maka.
In the
Oh, you
war
know
room?
each other.
Yeah, I don't super know her, but she's from the dance troupe. We used to dance together. She's a performer. What do you mean
Yeah.
she knows too much? I mean, I know too much, but like, what do you mean she knows too much?
I mean what I say.
We can't both know
Oh,
too
man.
much. She's stealing my thing.
She told she knows details about the plan that the Fire Nation's been coming up with, and how Captain Lenoa is a bit hesitant to listen to such plans.
Considering the Fire Nation's security and the shinobi behind the shadows, it's irregular that information should slip out lightly.
I think your friend has more secrets than you would imagine, Melee.
Oh man, that's so interesting. I mean, I didn't tell her absolutely everything, and I mean that like actually, I didn't tell her. You're my daddy.
Your friend's a fucking Oni.
You're my dad. So if she asks, you're my dad. I told her you're my dad
Woogie woogie woogie.
because we're so much alike.
Why do you do this?
Well, okay, look, I already thought it was a little bit weird that apparently, specifically after I left, apparently girls from the dance troupe started dropping like flies, including her, and that something mysteriously kept her, like, brought her to the Fire Nation and kept her. I thought she found a good man. I mean, I found several good men.
She just swoops an arm over at the party.
I found several good men and
Oh,
Nuan.
finally.
And
finally,
Nuan
Benny,
and Yuki.
Finally,
I found
Oh.
several good men and Nuan and Yuki, but the point is that I thought everyone had got their happily ever after, okay?
Hmm.
See, I
Well
don't
then.
look at everything and think it's a conspiracy until it suddenly is.
you wouldn't be caught off guard so often if you did think it was a conspiracy.
Man, I just want to be an optimistic person, okay? So much has happened in the last year and a half that I haven't even actually experienced. It's just gonna weigh me down too much and then I'll get wrinkles.
That's gonna happen anyway.
What I'm hearing is we have the rare opportunity, I guess not so rare nowadays, of gathering more info about everything that is going on in this city and what's going on out of this city, inside of this room. We may potentially be able to enjoy ourselves a bit more as well, but keep in mind, if we are to leave this place, we leave as one group.
Uncle did say that everybody around here is very important, right? Lord
Yes.
Lord Gian.
Oh.
Yeah, you can keep
Oh,
you gonna keep pulling that shit.
She just kind of like looks over. She like looks over at Ichibei. She goes, Lord Gian, because like she had.
Uncle.
No. He can be acknowledged to an extent.
Until he sends his guards at us. But until then.
Until like he gets you something really nice for your birthday. When's your birthday?
He's
I,
missed several birthdays. He's actually missed several birthdays.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why he has to make up for it with her next one. That's why we need to know what it is. Ask for a pony.
I don't know when my
Why?
birthday is.
Why not?
Wait. Maybe you should ask.
Ask for a dragon pony.
They have dragon
Not-
pony.
When her birthday is.
Why don't you don't want a fucking dragon pony? Have you seen them? It's so cool.
They do have dragon steeds, right?
Yeah, they have dragon steeds.
Yeah. So yeah, dragon pony.
Yeah, for a dragon
pony. Why a dragon pony? Why not a dragon pony?
The fuck's wrong with you, Jin? You're usually down for the shit.
Yep.
Speak up the once.
Everybody fucking just. So, is there any? You had said you wanted to talk to us at some point, Luca. Do we want to leave and talk about it, or do you want?
Probably best not here. We can probably wait on it if you guys want to continue.
She looks around at everybody else. What do you guys think?
I have nothing that I am truly doing here in this party. Although there was one individual that did approach us and say that if he did wish to entertain a drink with him, then he would be over there when we had the time.
Ooh, which one? Is he cute?
He is of note.
He's apparently another
Good
Oni.
question. Oh,
Another one.
but is he cute?
It's the same one that you and I had met the month before, Luca.
Oh no.
It's the. Well, she looks over at Jin. He's the one who gave me the handkerchief the other night.
Was he cute?
Gave you a handkerchief?
Your mileage may vary.
Not very. No, she doesn't say that last part.
I didn't even hear that last part.
She was gonna do like your mileage may vary. It doesn't go quite far, but she doesn't say that.
When did you go out?
Never mind.
Yeah, when did you go out?
Didn't she talk about it like a couple nights ago?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
yeah, because
Say
she
in a
had
group,
told
I
you
don't believe.
she had told you specifically, Melee, that that she didn't give him anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was
now
like, I didn't give him
remember.
anything.
Now I remember. Yeah. Okay, redacted.
Oh, I thought she didn't mention it.
No, she did. It was a
Oh,
couple
okay.
sessions ago, which was a
Okay,
month and
never
a half
mind.
ago. So
Oh, never mind.
yeah, but yeah.
So mainly what I'm hearing is that we have that boy before who's upstairs. She looks over toward Luca and Ichibei. He said his name was Ryan, but what did you guys call him? Kuzan.
Wait, he said his name was Ryan.
No,
to
not
you?
Ryan. Not blah, 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 blah. I'm dumb. He said his name was Kuzan.
That is right.
And then there's the lady in the parasol, apparently knowing some weird things, and then there's that man over there who's with Miss Oma. Those three seem like they have the most potential information here. We could either get all that and leave, or we could
Get the fuck
just
outta
leave
here.
now and talk about what Luca has to say. There's
I mean, it looks like
probably
she's
going to be more parties.
She's probably a little bit predisposed, although she did want to talk and catch up and meet my compatriots, my harem.
You don't have one.
I didn't say I had a harem, Dad! I'm just saying, I'm a very lucky girl.
Hmm.
And new one.
My harem and
Well.
Nuan.
Harem and new one.
Yes, all right.
The
The
more the more you keep adding me to the end, it almost makes me feel like you don't like me. I'm like,
I love you, new one, but you're still a babe.
Open the door. We have your baby.
But you still have my
Oh,
I'll have you know I'm legal years old. I'm kidding.
God damn. That's a little sus, my dude. I don't know.
Stop it.
Oh, Luca, how important is this thing you need to tell us?
How much that a precious lady like yourself needs to faint and say she needs some air.
I
I'll do
would
it.
say fairly important or good to know at the very least.
If no one's
But-
outside, we could maybe go there.
I got it.
Pretend faint.
Not
Walks up
faint.
to Luca,
Jesus, no.
walks up to Luca, pretends faint.
Falls on the
Catches.
fucking floor face first, nosebleed,
Catches.
breaks her nose.
Are you okay?
I need to pee.
She just
Wait, what?
grab. She just like reaches up, grabs your shirt. I need to pee.
I'm sure
I think
there's a
Suki- I think
washroom
Su-
somewhere.
I think Sweet said the BRB.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I went to the bathroom.
It's
Please.
fine. She pretend fainted so she could drag her outside.
Okay, I got her. I guess.
Everybody,
Oh.
shift.
All right, let's
Shift.
Jim just like shaking his head, just pinching like the bridge of his nose, is disappointed. Like
Shift.
Jin
Gross.
drops her on, just drop her on the bush. It's fine.
I wish I could make the garden like bigger, but this image doesn't want to get any bigger. I'll have to like crop it out and make them bigger.
I'm
Anywho.
sorry, I was laughing really hard and I really had to pee and I was scared.
You guys all
Okay.
shimmy yourselves outside over to where the gardens are, a little bit off to the side of the fountain. As you guys have shimmied yourself outside, as you guys were leaving, like there was like a guy like, "Oh, is she okay? Should I call someone?" And you're like, "No, it's fine. Everything's fine."
Don't do it. It's fine. It's
I'm a
actually
healing professional. We're okay.
Jin
Fucking throw her in the fountain and then start talking.
Jin just puts the hood up like
This is great.
Yeah. We did
Upon-
it. Smooth.
Upon you guys all coming outside.
yeah, smooth as a pamphlet. Unbelievable.
No, nobody. Seems like nobody's around, right? Where
Jin just sits, just like, all right, right
Thank you,
here.
Master Luca. What an absolute gentleman.
Luca, go ahead and roll me for your diligence.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Can maybe add
Mhm.
one.
Believe.
That's good.
You have, I
Uh,
believe, 1, 2. You have 2 fleetings, I believe.
All that shit.
That's a 9.
That's marginally better than the first roll.
Yeah.
Yes. But
9, 10,
Five.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're decently sure you're alone.
Okay. Well,
Roll one more time, cause dodge.
oh, okay, thank you.
Oh, it's not diligence. It's to dodge out of the way. You're about to die.
Oh,
You're decently
Oh
sure
my
you're
God.
alone.
not again. I'm pretty sure I'm alone. Okay. Okay, well the first one should probably be I was speaking to Gian a bit more. And well, he provided a other option for us.
Another deal.
Sort of. For when Nuan has to do the trial. He suggested, or, well, mentioned it being a possibility that we can rebind the dragon to Nuan.
Wait, isn't it technically already bound by the curse thing, Mabob?
Yeah.
Sure how it works, but
According to what he
By-
said, it would potentially bypass her having to, do the task.
okay. It's more of a way to ensure that she passes and that I guess he doesn't pull anything, you know?
If we
I
were to
do-
do that, though,
when we run the risk of angering the dragon and putting Akira's life in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but fuck Akira. I'm
That's-
kidding.
Yeah, but Akira can go fuck.
Yeah, but here's where option 2 comes into play. Fuck Akira.
Here's option 2. We kill Akira.
Kill Akira.
Akira can eat ass.
Akira can eat that.
Well,
This is just an option that I wanted to present to you guys just in case.
The option being Akira being able to eat ass.
Oh,
The option being, are we tired of Akira?
We don't need the dragon to make sure of that.
I'm gonna mention that the other option.
God damn!
God damn it, Melee.
I doubt we would do is kill Akira, and
What?
I am not fond of that idea.
Who? What? What do you mean? Just what the fuck does that mean?
Perish the thought, grabs Akira. Perish the thought,
I-
Luca.
He was just concerned, being, oh, what if, I don't know, Akira was conspiring with him and whatnot. But
It was mostly because if the dragon did have a reason to kill Nuan and leave the family, it would still be able to go forward because it's bound to Akira. So it could like shift over to Akira and just kill off Nuan.
If Akira's gone, he cannot shift.
Yes.
He cannot do that. Priority to do what? But obviously, we're not going to do that. Hopefully,
Obviously.
Ichibe's
You
like,
are
oh
not
yes,
going to-
obviously, puts away his kunai.
We're not going to kill Akira.
My fucking hands around Akira's neck as we've been talking this whole fucking time.
Did you shut the fuck down?
that was just his reasoning for it.
Oh, it's terrible reasoning.
But that option is out there now. Unfortunately, we do need them. Either Gian or the Fire Lord himself. I doubt the Fire Lord would agree if we chose this option. So, likely Gian. But that is not the worst thing.
Really?
What could be
So
worse than
it's
what
you-
could be
you
worse
have
than
to-
killing
It
Akira?
gets worse. It
So
gets
it's-
worse.
I don't know if I could say worse.
Did he
More
insinuate Did he insinuate killing me? Because that's pretty worse.
You sure about that,
No.
Dad?
Apparently, you know how Gian is sort of not super fond of his brother and not super trusting that he could change and everything.
What? I would never have guessed.
You know, I would never think
On
that.
cheeks.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm gonna look around again.
Roll me one more time for diligence.
Okay, one last time.
If
Yeah, you
Luke
can
is like
get, yeah, we have Lotus points. Yo, you have
And
them
love
Lotus
dice.
points.
Jeez,
I love
okay.
dice.
Luca's looking around.
Yeah, if
Like-
Luke is like actively like looking around, I think we'd all be.
Luca's the best. Luca's the best looker. Is all I'm saying. They got that high
What?
diligence.
They got.
Yeah.
They also got that fleeting.
Wait,
I
how
will-
high is,
They also got that fleeting.
That
how high is
okay?
their diligence?
Luca's got a 5 diligence.
Yeah, Luca's got a pretty good
Yeah.
diligence.
Pretty diligent.
Yeah,
But I will use this if that's okay, guys.
Luca has the highest diligence.
Do you
by
wanna
fucking country miles.
do you wanna go for it anyway though, Ichibe?
You want
My stats don't include diligence in the slightest, but I am a ninja, so that would make sense for me to look around.
Go ahead, man.
I mean,
Okay,
I
buddy.
think
You have a
I
2.
think-
You're not. It's not like horrible.
No, it's
I
not
think
horrible. I don't think it's horrible.
Yeah.
I think
never
Jin
said
would
that.
look around. So.
I'll put in one inspiration.
Ichibe got.
Yeah, I got that
fleeting.
+1 on the inspiration, and I'm gonna roll.
Roll me
I
2
got
more
an
times,
18.
Luca. Roll me 2 more times, Luca. Roll me 1 more time, Ichibe.
Oh, 19. Cool.
Okay,
that's a good
18
one.
plus 3 diligence is 21.
Okay, so 19 plus 5.
The both of you looking
Diligence.
around for any sort of interest about you to try to see if there's anybody doing or saying anything. You guys would take note that there is someone around, but you're not sure they're close enough for them to really hear you, as far as anything's concerned. You guys would see that there is a group of people over on the balcony over there. There appears to be a Maka as well as a Clem. Because
What the fuck are you doing, Clem?
well,
Wait, are they smooching?
if you had remembered what was being said to Jin, both Prim and Clem said, "Oh, we'll be on the balcony if you guys want
Oh.
to talk." But you know,
Oh yeah.
Prim isn't there, but you know this lady is, so you know.
Oh they.
I-
They fucking.
I don't know if you heard me. I rolled an 18.
You got
But
an
I don't
18.
think that matters right now. Yeah.
You would definitely see Clem.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're a distance away. You can, like I mentioned to you guys before, I wish I could make this bigger.
Yeah.
But like they are a decent distance away.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm like, is there an angle that I could be
Oh my
hitting?
god. Get behind the fucking statue.
I will, okay,
You
I'll
can
fucking will.
get
All right.
behind the statue. Ah, sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, first things first,
Damn.
I'm not sure why it's not heating up, but he gave me this, and I'm gonna show the black ring.
Oh man, a ring that's black.
And
Oh, wait.
he
Is that the
mentioned
same thing?
I'm not sure,
Mm.
but we can compare later perhaps, or look at it more. What's concerning is as well as where he found it, which was in Nuon's room on the finger of the Fire Lord's wife.
Wait, why is the finger of the Fire Lord's wife in Nuon's room? That's weird.
I would assume the body was
Yeah.
attached to the finger,
What's the body doing in Nuon's room?
probably being a corpse.
Our Lord's wife was this Nuon's mom.
I know. No, 'cause the way it's described is a little weird. So
Oh,
my
okay.
brain is
All right, just making
my
sure you
brain is-
just.
my brain cells are rubbing, and then Mei Lee's brain cells are rubbing because it's like it was in Nuon's room.
I was
on the
making
finger
sure
of
that was a
Nuon's
melee
mother.
thing and not a squeaky thing.
It is a little bit of a melee. It's a bit of a melee thing. It is.
Okay.
It's like, it was in Nuon's room on the finger of her mother.
What's her mother's finger doing in her room?
Oh my god.
Maybe please try.
I hate to,
a little harder.
hate to fucking interrupt your daily program of being a shitter, but can you calm the fuck down for a minute?
You
I
guys all heard the same thing though, right?
I
Yes,
don't
but we.
know the legitimacy of this, obviously, but I don't find a reason for him to lie now.
I do.
Oh.
Hmm.
In case you haven't forgotten, in an act of desperation, he declared us expendable prisoners and attempted to execute us on the spot in the middle of the palace.
A rock from the bird. Like that, like ah, like that sucks. Fuck you. Fuck that guy.
I agree.
A man would not do that to his daughter or his niece if he truly believes that is the case.
He mentioned he didn't believe it at the time. We had no proof that she was even alive for them.
I'm not so sure.
I know I'm definitely not trusting him 100%, but I can sort of understand where he's coming from. Someone you thought was dead for years, suddenly claiming to be back. I would also question.
And being
And
older
of, mm-hmm.
than they should be.
And whatsoever, random troop like us?
Hmm.
No offense to us, but I doubt we look trustworthy to say the least.
What do you mean? It's
Ow.
absolutely endearing.
You fuckers.
We
everybody's like, what did you say?
What do you mean? Many men have said I'm an absolute treat for the eyes.
You're a treat for the eyes, but
Oh, thank you, Luca.
Waggles eyebrows.
Your mouth, on the other hand.
but that doesn't make us, trustworthy. We are
Of course
made
not.
of how many people from how many different places? Strangers.
Details.
I mainly say that when it comes down to it, we cannot confirm that this ring was indeed on the wife of the Fire Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Nor can we confirm if it is actually a black ring, considering it is not giving off any heat. I understand that the condition is poor, but there are too many factors to what we can and can't believe.
I mean, I have an idea.
For
She
now,
was-
as we know. Sorry, go.
I mean, I have an idea.
Mm.
She was the Fire Lord's wife, right?
Yeah.
Royalty, right? Don't they
Yeah.
have like portraits?
I'm pretty certain that the Fire Lord would have noticed this ring on her.
If
I
it,
But
was-
I mean,
if it just
we
looked like
we
an
could
ordinary,
we could look at the portraits and take a look.
Wait a
You're right.
moment. I've seen the portraits.
Oh,
Can
let's see if let me understand. Let me see if I understand where you guys are coming from.
Mm.
The wife
lump us
of
all
the wife
together
of the
here.
Fire Lord, whom you
Yeah.
guys are thinking potentially could have been a part of a secret terrorist organization
Yeah,
that had
yeah.
killed the previous Avatar and claimed
It's just gonna fucking have that on their fucking painting.
I don't know.
I mean, not many people know of the Black Ring.
a lot of
right?
people know of the Black Ring.
I can't remember. Okay.
True.
They're not a
So,
secret terrorist organization.
Yeah, but just a black ring doesn't mean they're in the black ring.
That's
They
true.
could be made out of onyx.
That's very true.
It could just literally be a black ring.
No,
and
just
you
because I'm a
just
part of Team
fucking
Aqua doesn't mean I'm
assume.
throwing water bottles at people.
I'm just saying.
I'm
maybe,
just
you know,
saying-
hiding in plain sight. I don't fucking know, dude.
I get you.
I don't take plastic bottles because it ruins the ocean.
Were they looked down upon back then?
Yeah,
We're
they
not
they
being
had
fucking
taken
happy.
claim of killing the Avatar when the Avatar had died.
No, like at the time that I guess the wife was alive.
That would have been 5 years after, because them the whole wife thing and the Nuon thing would have happened 5 years after. Technically, if you showed a picture, if you found a picture of them from before they had Nuon, maybe, because that at that point the Black Rings wouldn't have been entirely bad, except that they also assaulted the Boiling Rock and destroyed an entire air temple.
I mean, benefit of the doubt.
they had already
Fucking-
they had already done so many other things by then before they even took credit for killing the Avatar. And again, one of the big ones was the attack on the Boiling Rock. So they've always been kind of terrorists.
I'm just saying, a group calls themselves the Black Rings, and suddenly you can't sell onyx and hematite anymore.
I mean, I
Like-
don't want to bring up the other obvious thing with that, Squeaky.
Hey, if it's a stupid idea, it checks that Mei Li's the one
No,
suggesting it. Okay.
I'm saying this. I'm saying it. I'm just, there's a reason why they had to censor Neji's head. So anyway,
God,
Let's just
Neji was a
make
little
it
bitch.
blue.
And
Mostly something to consider.
Hmm.
Obviously, he's not a person we can really trust.
No.
But it's just kind of weird to have done this or shown me something like this. Even given it to me, perhaps.
does the Fire Lord know?
No. He was mentioning maybe bringing it up during the dinner, but that clearly got interrupted.
Whenever we did whatever the commander had said.
Mm-hmm.
You hear her say that again, Ichibei, from what she had said earlier about, hey, maybe if they would have followed the other thing, then people wouldn't have died and yada yada yada.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Don't think too hard on it, Nuan. Jesus Christ.
People are just fucking dying because of our decisions. Don't think too hard on it. It's fine.
If I thought about it every time I fucking killed somebody on a mission, holy fuck. I would be writing more books than writing people's wills.
It's like if I think about it all the time, then oh my gosh, and then like he just like stares toward the camera.
And then I start, and then
You
the
start
fucking
sweating.
music starts playing, and it just zooms in on my face, and the piano starts going.
Anyway, suppress that for another 5 years. Anyway, so. But no, she just sort of like
About his fire, I'll tell them about that too.
And the hematite market fucking crashed when these fucks came along.
Well, yeah,
So
I'll
good for
lot of-
balancing your chakras.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So was she dead?
I would assume she was.
Hmm.
Go on.
Why was she dead if she was in the Black Rings? Especially if the Fire Lord doesn't know about it.
Wait.
Oh my god.
One, she snickers because Nuance just bluntness, and then she's like,
You know what? It's actually kind of ironic. You know what's really ironic about it?
But
She was a member of the Black Rings. So you know how the Black Rings are all like, we killed the Avatar? Imagine a member of the Black Rings giving birth to the Avatar. Ah!
that would be ironic.
It's beautiful irony.
We heard of something happening to her. We don't know what.
Maybe something. Maybe they did something she didn't like, or maybe they had a disagreement.
Like giving birth to the Avatar.
Maybe. But
I mean, I feel like that would do it. You know, a group dedicated to killing the Avatar. Oh, you gave birth to it? Well, you gotta kill it.
We probably won't know why she had this, if it's real or not.
I mean, we
If-
can ask Toa.
Wait, who?
The
Air-
airbender bitch that also had a black ring. We can ask her. She would probably be able to recognize it.
We could.
don't we have another
Yeah.
Black Ring now?
We do.
We had, yeah, but like,
Do you still have it on you?
we also know one.
she looks at herself, looks back to you.
I didn't think to bring it to a party.
Okay.
Sorry. I left
No,
it back. I left
fine.
it back with.
She just like
It's
looks back
fine.
like
I left it back with Bao and Kometu.
You would
About-
like to think that there's no reason
Well, you
really
know-
to present it to a party.
Well, you know what? They'll take good care of it.
The frog's choking on it as we float over to
we still haven't found Kometu till this day.
Kometu's just fucking choking on it and falls over and
It's around his neck.
How the fuck?
Kometu was a member of the Black Rings all along.
Kometu's the final boss.
We can always-
He's the one that took your pickaxe.
Yep.
We can always compare it later. It's fine.
It's totally
Just-
not gonna go anywhere, right?
Something to think on. And luckily, we can at least have a chance to check its legitimacy.
It's weird. I mean, according to the
on.
information we have, I knew that the Black Rings killed my mom. but now it feels worse. I mean, it doesn't really feel all that much, to be fair. I don't. I'm sorry to say it. I never knew her, so I mean, I guess I did, but I don't remember. Mm. It's kind of like with the Fire Lord. I don't really know him, but
If this was her ring,
Hug.
Mm,
It's
I'm
okay.
not. That's not. I mean,
No, it's okay.
Nuan,
There's nothing wrong.
if
Okay.
this was her ring, and you were in fact her daughter, there should be a strong bond between you and this ring, specifically because of it being an item that your mother used to have. Do you not think holding on to it during your sleeps may be able to bring about her spirit?
maybe.
That is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
We could ask her whatever we needed then. Like,
She's
why?
willing to talk.
Mm, I guess that's true. I mean, she was.
I have a feeling she would be. You are her daughter.
We also don't know the circumstances of her death, do we? Well, we think she's killed by the Black Rings.
That's
but
what I'm
we don't
trying
know
to
that.
figure
That's still a
out. I mean, if
Uh,
she was part of the Black Rings, was she killed by somebody in my room whenever they took me and then Uncle found her? Or did the Black Rings kill her because she was trying to stop them? Or did she trip or something?
She fell down some stairs.
I don't think that's the case.
Well,
but-
now we've got a bit of an idea, so we'll ask. Well, you'll ask her, and then maybe she is willing to talk. Hopefully, she didn't die of a broken neck, but maybe that doesn't matter in the spirit world.
I guess no matter
would
what,
hope
we'll
not.
learn something. If she's not willing to talk, that means she's still loyal to the Black Rings, right?
Oh, I guess.
If this is in fact
But
an
that
item
means we'll still learn
that she
something.
No, definitely. Sometimes not speaking speaks enough. Oh, that's so smart.
If she does appear, does that not potentially confirm that this was a person close to you at one point in your life?
Nod. I could
And let us keep that in mind.
Mhm.
do it right now.
I could fucking someone knock me out. Someone beat me over
Remember,
the
the
head
only
right
time,
now.
the only
Hang on.
thing is with her is if she's sleeping, she can bring you guys with her.
Nuan.
She could just meditate.
We're in
Hang
what's
on.
considered enemy territory, and you're aware that there's an Oni present in the area.
Nuan.
But not do it right now.
with Ichibe. It's not
It's also the middle of. Not only not Nuan, it's the middle of the day.
No,
it's
actually,
night.
it's getting close to night.
It's the middle of the night.
And we still have a party. to do.
I've been knocking my sleep. Almost this entire time. I've just been on
Can I-
roller coaster.
She looks over toward Luca. Can I hold on to that one?
Mhm. If you would like to.
Hmm.
Yeah, I will give that to her.
She takes it. You see her whenever she looks at it, she sort of kind of like eyes it a little bit. She didn't really do this for the one you guys had gotten back from the spirit world, but you can tell that there's like a slight like you see her kind of like fiddling with it with her fingers, and then she just sort of pockets it like she was looking as if she wanted to put it on, but then she just sort of didn't.
Yeah, best not to put it on.
Well, that's that then. I mean,
I just wanted to consult with everybody about this information.
you all aren't upset, are you?
Upset?
I know that everyone was upset whenever I said that kind of thing to the Fire Lord, and now I'm saying it again that I don't really feel anything for this, so
No. I mean, you clearly didn't have much of a connection to them. You didn't know them. They were almost strangers to you. So why would you, mosey up to them, especially so fast?
I feel bad that I don't remember either of them, and maybe if I did, I would like the Fire Lord more, but they just feel distant for some reason. I mean, let's say she was working for the Black Rings. That means my mother wanted to kidnap me or something, and now my dad isn't letting me become as strong as I need to be. If that is the case for both of them, I don't really like them. So I just wanted to say sorry if you guys thought that was
No.
heartless.
If that's the case for both of them, fuck my
Oh.
parents.
Nuon, I don't even know who my parents are. You're already a little bit ahead of me.
I apparently do not know anything of my original upbringing either.
He's adopted.
Fuck off.
They never told him.
Imagine that. Just never
He was
being told
raised
you're
by
adopted.
ninjas.
Sir, why are you wearing your current
Fucking
outfit?
ninjas, who
Get
cares?
back into your outfit.
Who the fuck gets raised by ninjas, am I right? Got him! Go fuck yourself.
I don't know who my parents are, anything about my upbringing ever before the age of 8 until I was told I was a sacrifice. He was adopted.
Just because they are attached to you by blood doesn't make them a good parent, and
Luke.
doesn't make them your true family.
The only person who has good parents is Akira, because Jin's old.
Who cares about
Family
Jen's
is-
parents?
Who you choose them to be,
Jin was
Nuon.
born this way.
There's a saying that Baba once told me that she said, but if you don't have friends, then it doesn't matter, where it's like the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Which means it doesn't fucking matter that your friends matter more, but if you don't have friends, it doesn't matter.
Lou, is this something that Baba actually fucking said?
Sure, man.
I feel like that saying is
Uh,
wrong.
I
coming
feel
out of
like
you.
she probably said it better.
Yeah, just like she probably said it.
Like I don't remember. Like, I
Smart.
don't remember because she said at the end it doesn't matter.
So I
Okay,
immediately
explains that.
forgot it.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Because there's that whole like blood is thicker than water. But
But oil is the thickest.
and you can cook with it.
This night is great.
Nuon, family is who you choose it to be. That's the bottom line.
There we go. That's the one.
As long as you guys don't think that I'm heartless or anything. I don't want you
was
guys
raised
to
by
not
Baba. I'll
I
never
don't want you guys to not think that I care. It's just I'm finding it hard to, especially with these two.
Hey, not caring for a couple people is not like not caring about anybody. As long as you care about somebody, then you're not entirely heartless, Nuon.
She gives a smirk over toward Meili. Yeah.
And it's not like you totally dismissed it. You thought on it.
At least you're acknowledging that there might be something a little bit off about it, but like, so?
Pat pat.
While we're talking, I want to look up at the balcony.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing when there was a moment to say it.
Looking up at the balcony, you see that there appears to be a Klim and a Maka, and you see that Klim is in the process of getting smooches.
Oh, they fucking. Oh, they fucking. I said it.
Which, you know, if you guys remember any sort of Clem lore, him and Prim are childhood
He
friends.
was a late.
They're going raw, no rubber.
Oh,
Most
you cut
Clem lore.
you cut to her side as you zoom into her face and the screen turns gray and the piano starts playing.
Baby, I took a kiss from a rose.
Rose. Always in blue.
They were them childhood friends, and you had some ideas. You had some ideas.
Well, they
you know,
obviously
back
weren't
then.
fucking.
They were like talking. They had like really nice conversations about farms.
Well, things change.
The childhood friends trope. Yes.
Idiot.
Very powerful.
Very
Very
powerful.
powerful stuff.
Who knows
like-
what Prim thinks? Prim's just like, I don't care.
This is like the fourth time.
Oh my god, the tryst.
I'm
But,
just
like, the freaking
Prim.
thing that
You
the
just like
person, which is probably gonna be Ichibei. Oh my god, I want to ruin their moment, but I'm so happy for them.
I think
you just see Prim look over. Prim's just like, give her the D.
do it, coward.
Do it,
I
coward.
will.
I will. What a fucking power move from Prim. I see it happening.
Guile's theme plays.
Right.
But as you
Yes.
guys look over toward seeing a Clem and Maka sucking face a little bit, you guys would note that there's another person, a new person around the area.
Newcomer has appeared.
I mean, you guys have seen
A
him.
new
before.
challenger has appeared.
Oh, that's this fucker.
You guys see that a man's is making his way out from the thing. You see him getting to this little cross section, looking around, and then noticing all of you guys as he begins to make his way over.
All right.
I'm so bad. with first
Everybody shut up.
impression.
Everybody shut up. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Shut up.
Nobody even said anything.
Yeah.
I think that's what they said in the actual thing too. Yeah.
Nobody said anything.
As he begins to make his way over, you guys look over. You see he gives a bit of a wave, just like kind of raises his hand up for a second. His eyes seem to meet with Ichibei and Lucas for a moment. Excuse me. I wanted to know if there was. Am I coming at a bad time?
Oh, absolutely not. Hi, I'm Maylee.
Oh, hello, Maylee. He just kind of like gives a bit of a look. He looks over toward all of you. I wanted to know if I could take Nuan off your hands for a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a decision that she can make that we can also override if we choose to.
She just looks at Melee. We aren't going to override.
I'm so
any-
tempted to just be like, yes, I don't respect her autonomy.
I don't respect her autonomy.
Oh, don't join in on this.
What's up?
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Hold on. I want
what's,
to hear this.
What's up? I had said I wanted to have a drink, and he looks around. I might not be staying for the whole night. I wanted to know if you wanted to go back.
That's correct. We did talk about meeting with you at one point. We just got a little sidetracked.
He looks over towards you, Ichibei, as he just sort of gives a bit of a slight smile. If you don't mind, I wouldn't mind having a drink with Nuan, but I know that you as well wanted to have a talk. Maybe after?
And that is up to you. I understand that if you're under, or I can't speak in. Holy shit! I just bit my tongue.
That doesn't sound very good, man.
Ow.
Maybe you should stop biting your tongue, man.
Oh, Ichibei, you okay, dude?
Ow. Fuck.
Did you ever bite your tongue and forget your entire everything?
In the Asian drama
just-
where Ichibei just kind of doubles over laughing because he bit his tongue so he can't say his lines.
I made it fucking bleed.
Oh no.
You all right?
I'll be okay.
Oh
You
no.
good? You
Okay.
good? Okay.
He looks over toward each of you. He looks to Nuwan. Well? If you guys don't mind.
You are welcome to. I will be in the corner of the room staring directly at the two of you.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We won't override your decision this time. I'm kidding.
She looks to you, Mei Lee. Can you make sure he's not in the corner of the room staring at us the entire time?
Can I be at the corner of the room staring at you the whole time?
How
Fucking
can
gives you the
how can
eyebrow
you
wiggle
stop
the entire time.
How can you stop him if you're there?
What?
I'm asking you to
No.
stop him. How can you stop him if? All right, I'm
No,
I'm
no,
going.
You're thinking too hard on it.
She was just like,
Yep,
no, no.
have a good-
It was like,
have a
no,
good
no,
time,
I
Nuwan.
stare at you.
God damn it.
she steps through it. She looks over to him. She looks back to you guys. Let me know if you guys plan on doing anything with any of that. I want to be
Oh,
included.
trust- You would never think to not include people on.
Always knew.
I can't go to the spirit world.
If you could see my eyebrows, I would stanza the fuck out of you so hard right now.
No funny business, all right?
If you guys are fucking,
No funny
you better
business.
be wearing that
not
ninja
funny.
condom.
No, I'm
You
kidding.
see him put his hands up as he's just like, listen, no one in their right mind would have any funny business with the Avatar.
Oh, okay. At least you know.
That's
the
what
guy
you
that threatened
think.
to kill all of us to avenge his
Mhm.
fallen master's honor.
Dude,
And
I
then you
feel like
fall
he
for
would.
her
I would feel like he
charms,
would
and
do that out
there
of
we
spite.
go.
Just like, not only am I about to kill the Avatar, but I fucked the Avatar.
Out of
Kind of, like,
spite.
nuance. All right. This is your chance. Utilize everything I've taught you.
I've come to make an announcement. Kuzan's a bitch ass motherfucker. He pissed on the fucking avatar.
Fucking what?
Melee, roll me for your charm.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is one of my best stats that I roll the worst on all the time. Okay, I was like, it's for like sexual harassment. Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
Alrighty, hold on. So we're gonna put in 2 inspiration, and I've got 2 fleeting. Come on, Nuwan, you remember everything I've taught you, right? I taught you well. That's a 4. I taught you well. That's an 18. Ooh.
Do it one more time just for a laugh.
Okay, 3. Okay. Nat 20!
As you say that to Nuwan, Nuwan looks to you. She looks at you with a serious expression because, again, the whole thing that happened in Ba Sing Se is still in her mind as she just goes, right.
Can't help but smile.
Remember everything I've taught you.
As,
Go.
as the two of them make their way back into the party.
As they walk out of earshot, Jin just says, "You are an absolutely terrible influence on him."
You guys do see that as they are walking away, up from Nuwan's, like from the back of Nuwan's clothes, you see Ro look like looking back to you guys and look back over toward him. He just gives you all a nod, like I'm here. I got this.
Jin just gives a little wave. He just wave. A little wave.
Dragon thumbs. He would give us a little dragon thumbs up.
I give thumbs
Thanks,
up.
Mushu.
We've got our Mushu.
We should
Well-
be going back into the room as well. I am not going to take my eyes off of Nuwan.
Go watch her from the
while
other
they are
side
in
of the room.
presence of Anoni.
Oh, can you at least pretend to try and have fun?
This
Hi.
person had said to avenge his master's honor, he would not hesitate to end our lives.
Why didn't you do it
Yeah.
already? Aside from
Seems-
that, there were a public place and it's a party.
Well, I understand that, Ichibei. Like I said, can you at least pretend to have a good time?
Of course.
I'll just have a fucking waiter right beside me eating dumplings, just fucking feeding her. Just fucking going, bud.
Come on, hot tea, gyoza. You like that? Taste them home.
Are you conspicuous as you're giving him
That's
a death
racist.
glare?
What do you mean? That's not what?
I love
You
that
have no idea what I fucking ate at home. I could have been eating fucking carrots and bullshit. You wouldn't know.
What the fuck? I'm thinking of just like freaking appies and shit. What the fuck?
Well, I'm gonna go back and enjoy myself.
Yeah, I'm going the fuck back in.
I'm totally
Oh.
an amazing influence. I get it from the best.
You actually don't.
You?
That's what I said. You actually don't.
What do you mean?
He means that he
Alright.
acknowledged you.
Oh. Need to start.
Did Blue stop making noise, or is he waiting?
I'm
for us to stop
I'm
being
waiting for
kidders?
you guys.
I think he's waiting for us.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
She's just like, well, going back to the party, and I've lost my Yuki.
Grabs Luca and Akira.
Sweet, I'm free. Later, you two.
Are we you have
Yeah.
changed your clothes. Are we sticking with these clothes as to what you're wearing right now?
Oh yeah. Fuck. I gotta wait a sec.
I
Excuse
mean,
me.
I'm fine with you wearing those clothes.
Yeah, it's all
I
good.
am too, but I was put in this originally when I got here, so I should be this.
Well, that's what I had asked you in the beginning. I'm not sure if you heard me. I'd asked what which one you
Yeah.
were wearing.
It's more formal. It kind of makes sense, sure.
Okay.
I don't think either of them look formal, to be honest. You know
They're
what?
not.
Fuck it. Neither of them look formal, to be honest.
Hey.
Blue colors. Look at that. All the
Dabba
blue.
dee dabba die.
As all of our new art boys make their way back into the party, you guys
New art.
you guys would see that trying to get them really quick back over here as well. You guys would see that Nuan seems to be making her way with the Oni boy up to the second floor. As you guys step in, looking around, you would see that the Lord Jian would have been making his way over toward the stage for a moment. And as all of this goes down, everyone around the area seems to be doing and going about their own things. I'd say that around this time is where we're going to be ending things off for the night.
Yeah.
Now I have two pretty boys in my arm. This is great. My harem.
The bird starts pecking at you.
You know what? I'm okay with this.
Jin starts pecking at Mei Li.
My harem and Nuan. If you keep separating me, then you're not gonna feel like you don't want me. You want to be a part of my harem?
My harem.
I love the idea. I like the. Listen. I love the idea
I
of the bird
fucking love the
attacking Jin.
mask. I
And
keep
now
on
it's
wanting to like
technically-
look. I keep on wanting to look at the mask on Ichiban. I fucking love the mask. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a great
Panda.
mask.
Panda.
Yeah, I mean, kinda.
It's actually we all thought this mask was evil, but it's actually when I wear it, I get the strength of a panda. And I also get the laziness of a panda.
I was gonna say so no strength at all because
Bears are
They're
pretty
really
Have you
strong.
seen a panda?
Bears are pretty
Listen,
strong.
Fuck you up.
I put that shit on, and I continue to exert
they need to watch
classic
pornography in order
lines.
to mate. They're floopy.
such as panda.
Such as
Shit, yeah,
Panda.
you're right.
But yes, we were going to be ending things off there. Everybody gathering around and having their good time at the party. Maybe next time we'll get into some other. Oh my god! Whenever I was drawing the tree over here, I made it 3D.
Look at that.
Just now noticed that.
You
4
did it.
hours. Anyway, so
Oh my God.
Oh, I see it.
but
I see.
Look
yeah,
at that.
we
Look at
will
that
come back
tree.
to the remainder of the party. Whether or not you guys decide to stick with this little mini arc or decide to go home, it doesn't really matter to me. It just maybe there's some more things here. Who's to say? You guys didn't learn too many amazing things today. Obviously, there's not that much.
I never
stuff.
learned anything.
But yeah, I think that we are going to be dropping it off right there. Ba-ba-ba. How is everybody doing today? Do you guys like the new art? The art's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Holy
are
fuck, my
amazing.
brain.
Look
Oh,
look
good.
over here.
I
Look
am
at all
certainly
these
content.
look at all these
Yeah.
good things. Look at all of them doing their good things. And then we got our other peeps down here. I'm gonna scale this lady up a bit because she was smooching Clem. But yeah, we got our boy, the Eye of the Storm.
I love it.
with his
I wish you called him the Eye of the Tiger. Wait, he does have an eyeball. I didn't see that before.
Yeah, that's why I've been covering that as the game started.
Boy.
He's totally a combustion bender. Is that what they're
Oh
called?
boy. He's a
I don't
fucking
know.
Blaziken.
No, he's a bomb.
He says he has one charge left in him, so I don't know.
His name is Sex Babam.
he said he's been saving one.
He's got one babam.
I've been
He's been saving
this
one.
I've been saving this for marriage.
He's gonna fucking
Yo, no,
nut
his name
Noma.
is the bomb. He'd be like, "Who are you?"
we got Kuzan over here.
.com.
He's like, hey, look at me. I'm getting a drink with the Avatar. Look at what's up.
I'm stealing the fucking avatar.
And then there's Maka over here who's a dancy girl who definitely doesn't know more than she's supposed to know. But hey, how's the best way to learn things but being a dancy girl?
Yeah, man. Everybody's like, "Ooh, look at the pretty girl. Let me tell her things."
Hey, pretty girl, I
Why?
bet you didn't know things.
Oh my god, things? Tell me more.
Tell me more about
I
these
like-
things you keep saying.
Tell me more about the things. I like to hear you talk. Flutter, flutter, flutter.
You're not boring at all. And I
You're
would
so
never call you
funny.
dumb.
You're so funny and handsome.
I'm
and
mainly getting
you're-
information out of you.
And you definitely don't smell terrible.
Fucking earthbender
I'm
scum.
totally not just gonna leave and never see you again, but I have all this information or anything. You're the best.
I'll fucking kill you.
She from the Northern Water Tribe.
What's your social security number?
She gonna look over at Luca and be like, "Oh fuck, who are you? I know you." I'm kidding.
Oh, I know you. What do you mean? Oh no.
We were childhood friends, don't you remember?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
my-
She's gonna look at, and then she's gonna be, and then she's gonna look at me and be like, "Oh, brother, it's you."
I thought I had no.
No, I'm fine.
yes, it's me, that girl.
No. Well, you know,
knew.
whenever you say childhood friend, and it's more like, Anyway, I'm kidding.
I mean, they say
What?
child.
No, I
you
don't
say
know.
childhood friend, but I don't
It's like whenever
see
you-
any boobs in my face. So
It's like whenever
You
it's
don't
like
see
whenever
anything,
you,
Akira. You're blind.
you don't see anything, Akira.
Oh.
I mean, you have a point, but you still don't need to say it
shut
like
the
that.
fuck up.
That's me.
Yo,
Shut up.
When I get really into Melee, I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. It makes you look weak.
I am very sorry.
Don't apologize. It makes you look weak.
You look weak.
Dude, I fucking love this little umbrella thing though, because like again, whenever she was skipping away, she was like ever so much like
Mary
floating
Poppins.
down, like ever so much floating down just from the tiny little jumps. You jump off a building and be fine with this thing. I wonder, does she really enjoy Clem, or will this drive a wedge between him and Prem? What exactly will happen in the next time? I'm kidding.
Find out next time on Avatar. The saga continues.
I feel like this is like the preview for like The Young and the Restless. If anybody even fucking remembers what that show was.
My mom has fucking watched that show since I was born. I know all about that show.
Fuck
Fuck
it,
that
geez.
show.
Fuck it, I'm young and restless. Will you watch me?
For fuck's sake.
Before you ask, my mom also made me watch that show when I was a child.
Oh no, I
Did you
never watched it. No, I never fucking watched
Oh,
it. I didn't watch
oh,
that
I
shit.
wanna-
I didn't
I want to bring
watch
up
that trash.
I want to bring up one
I
more
could-
thing
Okay,
about this before we get into anything like that, because I did want to say one other thing before anything. I just want to bring up one other thing about my boy Lindo. My boy Lindo. He made this old man in one day. like less than a day, like less than like I think it was like 4 or 5 hours. He's a good boy. I love him. Anyway, continue your freaking passions talk or whatever.
Oh no!
Oh no, there's no passion. There's only war.
Yeah.
No, I was only about to say like I wasn't allowed to watch Johnny Quest until like I stayed with my mom for like X number of time and I was like 6 or 7. So that's like the main because
That sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking what?
Oh man, I had to pee again.
Okay. Have,
Way too much.
okay, have fun.
I feel
No,
like
no,
an
I've
old
already
man saying Johnny Quest now. Holy shit.
Oh, I remember Johnny Quest. I think that's old.
Yeah. That was all when we were young.
Yeah.
He keep
In
an,
all fairness.
he keep an eye on
Yeah.
you.
Yo, a couple days ago at work, I said back in my day, and when I realized when I said that, I was like, I need to go to the bathroom, and I just stood there for a second.
Yeah. I knew I could say that when fucking what do you call it? One of the kids at Amazon was talking about like, I was gonna like he was complaining about an 8K screen that he has. And I'm like, back in my day, we had fucking tubes in our televisions.
And then you realize very slowly we've become what we've hated.
You can
Yeah.
Hey,
build a house with the
hey,
TVs
Nightshade.
from back in my day.
Hey, Nightshade.
Yeah.
You wanna go talk to old man and learn old man firebending powers?
Oh man, you want to learn how to be bomb? You want to learn how to be the bomb?
With your
You want to learn how to get an eye so it'll be really fucking ironic.
Look with your special eyes.
You want to put an eye on your forehead and have it be really ironic.
I want to look with my special eyes and then realize they don't have my burn.
You know the right brand of combustion.
There are the dumb clips of all the funny moments.
Just go learn to be Sparky Boom Man.
Yeah, man.
Jesus, I just realized. I wonder what, because I realized clipping exists, and I'm like, has anybody ever clipped anything from this? I just
Oh,
realized.
100% yes.
Oh,
You,
yeah.
in fact, there have been
Yeah.
several of you.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I'm
There have-
high
Yeah.
as fuck.
There have been a lot of you.
I don't care. I'm
Oh,
high as
shit.
shit.
There are
Yeah.
several. There are several good ones. I feel like
they
had a
actually
lot-
clipped when I was actually high. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we clipped it when you were like, I don't care. I'm high as shit.
There
Yeah.
was one where I was like, "Oh man, that really hurt." Oh, I'm
Yeah,
not
like
on
when you
mute.
came back from the bathroom.
Oh.
I feel like today's
Those
session
are
has a lot of-
immortalized.
Yeah. How's it feel, Nightshade?
There's one that's immortalized of me fucking violently seizuring.
Jesus.
So you're saying Squeaky, so you immortalized what?
They're immortalized.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. How's it
I
feel?
mean, it feels like I'm a professional VTuber without the VTuber.
Delicious.
Delicious.
It's not that
Oh.
delicious.
I want
Somewhat
Should I
nutritious.
have one? I've been wondering, should I ever have one of those? That's a fun concept for him. That's a
I
fun
mean-
concept.
VTubing?
depending
Yeah.
if
We
you have
fucking-
like if you have a concept and you think it'd be no, you don't have to think it'd be. I don't how to explain it. I mean, it does cost a bit because it's like you have to get the art and then you have to get it rigged.
I
getting
mean,
it
yeah,
together-
but I'm willing to, I'm willing to spend the money. I know what art is worth. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'll give you $10. Like, no,
Nightshade hasn't been the
I've-
same ever
I've-
since Squeaky became a VTuber.
No, what I'm trying what I'm trying to say
Nice,
is that
everyone.
I think it's a worthwhile investment. It's a lot of fun. I love it.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Cool.
My dudes, before we get too off topic of everything, I think it's a good time for us to go ahead and end off the stream. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves tonight. We enjoyed ourselves. Any questions, comments, or like?
Yeah, I agree.
And until next time, guys. Like always,
Yeah.
later days.
Oh man.